Hit that sub button if you're new, and hit that like button if you're ready down there. It's the Joe Cronin Show. What's up, everybody?
This is the most mature audiences only shit you've ever heard. Period. From Boston. Broadcasting all over the world. Send the soy boys home. 'Cause we ain't gonna sugarcoat shit.
Drop down, let me give it to you.
This is the Joe Cronin Show. Now, here's Joe Cronin. Joe Cronin.
Man, that guy is fire. That guy is fire on those intros, man. I know I paid that guy well for a reason. Still got a couple of songs to get up on Patreon today, guys. I know that a lot of you guys have been looking for this song. And, of course, also looking for a couple other songs. Six had a couple that he was looking for. Sith Negan had a couple he was looking for. And we're gonna get those to you. I am going to get them to you. I promise to God, you know. Promise to God. Yeah, someone says that, don't believe him. Don't believe me. I'm not serious. I am going to try to get them to you, though, today or tomorrow. When I find them, I'm still looking for some of them. I got to pull out some old hard drives. But, yeah. What a day. It was a fun day today. I just got back from training a bunch of people how not to fuck it up in sales. So that was fun. I don't know what you guys do, but right now, part-time, I've been doing some training, which is great. While we wait for everybody to get in here, what's going on? Got a Wandy in the chat. We got Daniel Mendez. We got Steve Callan. We got Dean Bragg, which is like an 80s villain name, or like an 80s actor name, which is amazing. Alexa taking time off after being harassed by Meltzer AEW fanboys. I mean, I don't know about that, Glenn. I mean, Alexa harassed JD from New York more than anybody's ever harassed her. Like, let's be honest. Who's been harassed more, Alexa or JD? JD. JD's family was attacked, doxxed, police called, people on Twitter wanted him dead. So let's not pretend that Alexa Bliss is bullied more. And she's a star who makes, like, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? So I am never going to buy that BS. Because I saw her and her fans do worse to him. And he didn't go making crying baby videos about it. I will say that about him. So, no, I think Alexa Bliss is probably taking time off because she's, I don't know. She's dealing with the pig stuff, I'm sure, still, man. That's got to be bothering her. It's an awful emotional thing to deal with, you know? And it's just, these people are hypocrites, bro. They will bully anybody for, like, a little, oh, I'm being bullied on Twitter, so everybody attack the person and actually bully them even more. So, but listen, that's why Alexa Bliss lost last night, and that's why she lost as like a human. And then Lily was destroyed. We basically saw them treat Alexa Bliss similar to how they treated the Fiend, right? Oh, this amazing, powerful person thing, but now you're done and you're off TV. Now, is that because they're going to be doing? You know, Finn Balor's going to have this demon mode thing, so they don't want to have like a bunch of spiritual people all at once doing the spiritual thing. You know, is that what we're doing? Like the power of God, goth power from the Undertaker type of thing, theatrics. They don't want more than one person doing that, maybe. I don't know. Is that why she did nothing the other night? But then, Finn Balor was convulsing and turning demon mode. I stand by this 100%. I said it last night. I'll say it a million times. Why would you have a guy do something like Finn Balor last night, which I loved, by the way? In a way, I loved it. I was entertained by it. If I was a kid, I would have been friggin' loving it. I would have been absolutely loving Finn Balor going like demon mode or whatever you want to say. Had that he done that. I would have been excited for that. If I was a kid, I would be. I'd have been like, holy shit, let's go. You know what I mean? I would have friggin' loved it if I was a kid. And I kind of like it as an adult the other night. So, I get that. I like what they did, but it's just like the thing to me, though, is like, why would you have him debut this demon mode thing and then have the rope break? Why not just have the rope break? Why would you want to debut this at a time where he's not going to win? Like, what the hell is that? Why would you do that when he's not going to win? That's the part that I don't understand. Why have him do this when he's not going to win? I just think, like, if you're gonna debut something new like this, yeah, do it, but don't have him lose. That's the part that it's been driving me nuts. I'm like, dude, how can you debut this and have him lose? I don't get it. I would think that, it almost felt like he'd been doing this before. Like this is the thing you would do to stop it, right? Like what is he going to do to stop Balor from going demon mode, right? Because every other time Finn Balor goes demon mode, driving me nuts. Which is the equivalent of Hulkamania hulking up and going wild, right? You would think that, oh my God, he's going demon mode, like nothing stops this when he goes demon mode. This is nuts. He's going to kill it. He's going to beat Roman. Finn Balor's gone demon mode before. When he goes demon mode, he never loses, which is already what he's doing, right? Because how many times has the demon lost, really, right? Not a lot, right? So, you're expecting, okay, he's going demon mode. Here we go. But then, no, he's not going demon mode. He's gonna lose now. I don't understand that part of it. So that part to me, I don't get. I know there's super chats coming in. Let me just figure them out. I was trying to get them to pop up. And just bear with me while I get that to roll out. But yeah, that's the part I don't get. But yeah, Alexa Bliss being off TV makes sense because we had no idea what the hell was going on. We got, what do we got here? We got Danny MT subscribed. I mean, I don't know if that's really Danny MT because I would think he'd already been subscribed, but maybe he had unsubbed or something. I don't know. But anyway, Danny MT subbed. So thank you to Danny MT. What's going on, dude?
Shit bomb!
And then we got Brett the Hitman Hart.
You become a shit bomb.
What's up, Brett?
Randy told me Stephanie had a tight one.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Brett the Hitman Hart, what the hell? Yeah, can you imagine Stephanie down there? Oh, I got a new donation. There's a brand new donation. I don't know. We have to decide what we think about it, though, because I have two different versions of it. This is not, I didn't mean to derail what we're doing here, but let me just plug it real quick because I don't know yet what to use. There's either a woman dancing in fire, which is, I think, fire. But then there's also a version of it. It's a $55 donation. Or we can do The Undertaker when he gets burned by the flames. I think it's funnier with The Undertaker burnt by flames. I may actually even do both. I may put in the woman and then a quarter of the way through it changes because it's actually hilarious. When you're watching the woman do the dance, but then it turns into The Undertaker being burned. I don't know why. It's funny as hell. I don't know why, dude. But, it won't be I may move it to like $30-something, but right now it's at 55. So I don't know, just throwing it out there. Anybody wants to see that? So I find it hilarious. So yeah, and it's the Fire song that I did a while back. People seem to like it. So then there's this where she's dancing, and then there's The Undertaker being burned, which I find hilarious for some reason. I don't know why. With the song, it's really funny. That's me. Maybe people won't agree, but it's up to you guys. You guys can let me know. I don't know. What up, Gaddy? How you doing, brother? Jimmy Joyce, what's going on? It's called... Wait, what's that? The Demon lost once in NXT. That's right, against Samoa Joe. Yeah, they tried to cover that up because they hate Samoa Joe, so that would really piss Vince McMahon off. Kieran, the Demon lost once in NXT against Samoa Joe in a cage match for the NXT title at a house show event. Oh, that's right. He at a house show. That's right. Joe won the belt at a house show. That was in Massachusetts, wasn't it? In Lowell. Wasn't that in Lowell, Mass? I think I remember I didn't go to that show, and I was like, God damn it, are you serious? Did the belt just change hands? Yeah, I think that was in Lowell, Mass. But, yeah, I was pissed that I didn't go to that show, dude. Sorry, guys, what's up? I'm in meeting mode. I don't, my side job, I don't always work a ton, but today I had a big meeting. There was like 30 people to train, and it was crazy. It was crazy. Let me tell you that. 30 people. Can't sell a goddamn thing. No, I'm just kidding. Fall Mass River? I don't think it was in Fall River. I don't think that's where they did it. I think it was Lowell. I swear to God it was Lowell. Somebody probably knows. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I appreciate that. He probably knows. Fernando Rodriguez. Man, holy shit, Fernando, dude. That's 12 months. It's a year.
Shit bomb!
Happy birthday, dude.
You become a shit bomb.
Cho, I've got the morning New Zealand wood.
You know what? That's the best kind of wood to have. Let me put my microphone down so I don't have to hold it anymore. I can use my hands. I need to do too many typing things. Randy Viper, what's up, dude? Appreciate it. Listen, there's nothing like wood in New Zealand. You guys are under full lockdowns, right? So you gotta have that hard on wood over there, right? Or you'll get like whipped and stuff. You know? I mean, like, but let's be honest.
Shit bomb!
You know, Chicago's worse.
You become
right?
a shit bomb.
What's up, Brett the Hitman Hart?
Randy told me Stephanie was wet as well.
Ooh. Well, you should hear what Triple H says about her. You know what I mean? You should get into that stuff. But yeah, we have a little bit to talk about here. We're just kind of rattling off. I'm beginning this. We're easing into this stream. There's some actual news and shit to talk about. I'm kind of vibing with you guys to see what you guys are throwing at me. And we'll see if we get there. But there's a lot of shit to talk about. I mean, not a lot, but there's a couple of key things.
Duncachino?
Don't mind if I do.
What's my name?
Duncachino.
It's a whole new game.
Duncachino.
You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
Did you hear that YouTube TV might have to take off USA Network and other sports?
I'm about done with YouTube TV. I got to be honest, guys. I'm about done with it. So here's why. First of all, BD Skeleton, that is a phenomenal point to bring up. First time I heard it brought up was by Solomonster. Shout out to him. I had no idea about it. Thanks to him, I don't listen to a lot of people, but I heard him mention it the other day, and I spoke with him about it. So great guy. Great point, because I gave up my own YouTube experience. I've loved YouTube TV for a long time, but YouTube TV dropped Nesson, which carry the Red Sox and the Bruins. So when I'm in my office room here doing a lot of work, I used to love to be able to just click on YouTube TV because I could watch sports while watching Raw, right? But also, if I had to go run and do something with the kids or somebody else or whatever fuck, I could watch YouTube TV on my phone easily, and I bring it around with me. It's easier than the Verizon and or Comcast apps. They're a pain in the dick. So I really, really enjoyed being able to take it mobile and run upstairs and do something. By the way, if you're new, I hope you guys subscribe to the channel. What's up? So I enjoyed that. I really did. Loved it. But then they got rid of Nesson. So I'm like, okay, I can't watch Bruins games. I can't watch Red Sox games or anything now anymore on YouTube TV, which was a huge reason I was paying for it. Although I was grandfathered in, I wasn't paying the full price. I actually am not as grandfathered in as I thought. I thought I had another year, and I honestly just figured I'd never pay for it full price, but I am. They charged me the full $60 price last month, and I found out that I'm not in the program anymore. So I'm like, okay, I'm paying for cable, internet, everything else, right? It's like $120 a month. Now I'm paying for YouTube TV $60 a month instead of $20 a month, which is what I was paying. I'm done. I got to move on from something, and I don't think I want to cut cable because I've got the DVR set up. I would rather run a coax cable across the ceiling here because I have a drop-down ceiling and run the TV on my wall over there, right? Because I could run a TV on the wall over there and just DVR stuff there and be able to watch USA and whatever else. And I suppose if I really had wanted to watch the Red Sox or the Bruins at the same time I'm watching Raw, I could just dial into my Comcast or whatever, Verizon, whatever I have, and I could just put that on the screen on my computer. I think they allow that. I don't know. Or I guess I would have to buy a separate box. I'm not 100% sure, but there's got to be a cheaper way because we're talking about, I was paying, I'm not going to pay $60 if they're not going to carry Raw. If they don't carry Raw or they don't carry most USA Network shit, then what the hell is the point of me having YouTube TV really at that point? Although I'd still be watching AEW, so I don't know, dude, this just screws all of us, which is always what happens with this BS. It always screws all of us. So stupid. But I think I'll just go cable at this point because, what am I supposed to do? What's up to Chad? What up, Chad? How you doing? Billy. Yeah, of course. I saw that. What up, John? How are you, man? What up to Mookie? Ben Espinosa's here. What's up to Ben? I see you guys. If you have questions, drop them. You can do Elements, Labs, Perfect Sparrow, Joe Cronin, whichever one you want to do, Super Chat, whatever. I'll take them all. All the dono amounts are listed in the description box down below. There's a new, 55? Fire and Flame dono, if you guys want to try that. People ask me for some new ones. I've got a couple more new ones coming too, so if you guys want to check that out, I pinned that to the top of the screen. Should you be a rich person who wants to donate to the show and support what we do, you can just download the USA app and use your Comcast to log in, says Mookie. Yeah, see, you know what it is? It's just that's like so pain in the ass. It's what it is. We're all lazy, right? But that's what I'm going to have to do because I'm not going to pay $60 anymore. For YouTube TV, if they're going to be fucking around with getting rid of sports left and right. I've already lost all my home games of Red Sox and Bruins. So why I'm paying $60? What? So I have the convenience of running upstairs every once in a while and being able to take the show with me, so which, has been important, but I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to do it. So it looks like I'm going to be getting rid of YouTube TV. They finally figured out a way to get me to get rid of it. Cable bill is going to drop. I'm even going to lower my cable bill. I'm dropping almost everything off the goddamn thing. So my cable bill is going to lower to $90 a month, and I'm going to get rid of $60 YouTube. And then I'm going to get rid of Hulu and only pay for it when a new show comes on I want. So get rid of Hulu, that's gone. YouTube TV is gone. And I'll go back to cable. And that's really it. $90 a month instead of, because right now we're at $200 a month for entertainment. And that's just stupid. We're all paying more. We're past the honeymoon period of like oh, there's so many apps to play and watch that, oh, I'll just pay for a bunch of shit. And even though it's funny because at one point we reached a point where everybody was trying to save on their cable bills. And everybody was like, oh, my God, we got so used to loving cable and stuff so much that we overpaid for it for a while. But now everybody wants to save on their cable bills. But then all these apps started coming out, copying Netflix and stuff like that, trying to get their own Netflix going, that everybody gets so excited about all of it, we all lost our minds, and people started paying for these apps like crazy, and I get it. So, but I think we've reached that honeymoon period. We're done. Okay. I'm not going to pay $90 anymore for this. Alexa Bliss is leaving TV. We don't know why. It's 2 months, a month or 2 months, they're saying. That's the rumor. I don't know if that's true or real or whatever. But that's what they're saying. So that's why she was, Lily was torn up last night. She looked like a regular human in the ring against Charlotte. She didn't even look that impressive against Charlotte at all. So Finn Balor goes demon mode. I'll say it a million times. I don't understand why you would I'm calling it demon mode. I think that's a hell of a gimmick. They should have built this up for months already, though, where Finn Balor's music plays and he goes crazy and he goes demon mode. That would have caught on with a lot of kids and stuff like that. It would have been huge. But in the first time ever that the guy goes so-called demon mode, he ends up losing, which I just argue 1,000 times is exactly like if Hulk Hogan had finally done the whole Hulkamania Hulk up thing. Ooh, yeah, brother, I'm hulking up in my match, and then he lost. Do you remember the one time where Hogan hulked up and he lost as a kid? I do. It was against the Ultimate Warrior. Hulk Hogan hulked up, and he was like, oh my God, he's doing the thing he's done 6 other WrestleManias where he hulks up and except for WrestleMania 4 he lost. And he's like, and then he misses the leg drop, and then the Warrior just beats him. And I was just blown away by that. Obviously as a kid, I was like, oh my God. And I was a Warrior fan. I liked the Ultimate Warrior. But in the end, I ended up pulling for Hulk Hogan in the match. And I was 6 years old. I cried. I cried when Hogan lost. But can you imagine being a little kid and you're seeing Finn Balor go demon mode last night, and you're like, oh my God, and you're getting hyped. Most people were laughing or like rolling their eyes as adults, but for kids, and even for me, I kind of, after I laughed, I thought this is kind of awesome in a weird way. But it would have been better if they had done that on a SmackDown, right? Like Finn Balor's getting beaten up by the Usos, by Roman, and then they throw him out of the ring and he's laying on the ground, and the Usos and Roman are standing in the middle of the ring, and they're like, and they're laughing down at Finn Balor, right? And this would have been a good go-home show, right? And they're looking down at Balor, who's broken and beaten up, and Roman says, remember at Extreme Rules, hey man, anything goes, and looks like 1 in verse 3. Man, those numbers just don't add up. And they throw the mic down, and then Finn Balor starts convulsing, and they're like, what the fuck's going on? And then the music hits, and Balor just jumps up and looks at them, and they're like, whoa, what the fuck? And then the Usos get out of the ring on opposite sides and surround Balor, and that's when Balor goes nuts and beats the shit out of them. The music is playing. And, then he beats up Roman and leaves all 3 of them drop down, beaten up, and they go off the air with Balor, like, snarling like a demon. And then, Pat McAfee goes, Cole, he went demon mode! He just went demon mode! And, Cole is like, what the hell? What the hell is that? What the hell did we just see? You saw demon mode, Cole! It's like, what demon mode? What the fuck was that? And they go off the air, and that leads into Extreme Rules. That leads into Extreme Rules. That would have been a great moment because the good guy beat up the bad guys and went demon mode, and that got everybody excited. And then you could have just had Finn Balor, go to the top rope during this match, Extreme Rules match, and have the top rope break. And Roman could have won. Now, that would also be a bit silly, right? And stupid. Like, why didn't you just go demon mode in the match? We saw that the other night. Or you could have had him go demon mode and fall off or the Usos could have cut the rope. If the Usos would have cut the rope or had something to do with it, that would have made more sense. But it just is kind of weird. Like, this would have been way more. See, this is way more set for a mid-card guy who doesn't lose for a while, right? Like, you would only give this gimmick to Finn Balor if he was about to become the next Hulk Hogan, or if he was about to go on a huge mid-card run, right? Why on earth would you have a guy go Hulkamania mode or demon mode in the first time ever, and then he loses? It's really stupid. I just don't understand that part. Like, I thought there was some things that were very interesting and brilliant in a way last night, but then there was just other things that were so stupid it was unbelievable that was the route they were going. After they showed signs of brilliance, they showed just incompetence. It's just phenomenal how they continuously do this. I just don't get it. I would have had Finn Balor, been beating up mid-carders going demon mode at this point. And maybe that's what will happen. Maybe going forward, he will successfully go demon mode all the time. I think the lights are a little too extreme. I don't think you need to have the lights so dark and it be so red. I think it's unbelievable to think that the wrestlers compete in that environment and that it'd be sanctioned and things like that. So I wish the lights were a little brighter. Vince loves that red light. He found a way to bring it back. You know what I mean? Kind of fucking hilarious. Vince is like, we'll get that red light back. Don't worry. We'll get that. Oh, let's try to scare Gavin. Oh, no, he's already in. Damn it. No, come on.
I have come to get you, little boy.
I think I scared him.
Gavin.
Gavin. I don't know if I scared him, but when after he came in and I hit the speaker, I'm pretty sure I heard like a big collapse after. I wonder if he tripped after I scared him. Oh my God. All right, I'm sorry. It's the little things.
Duncachino?
Duncachino.
Don't mind if I do.
What's my name?
Duncachino.
It's a whole new game.
Duncachino.
You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
Joe. It was Lowell. I just looked it up.
Thank you, Raw Dog. Now, I could have looked it up myself, too, but then how could I have gotten $5 from you? Raw Dog 316, thank you, man. It was Lowell, Massachusetts. Thank you. The demon mode is too powerful for Finn. It caused the ropes to break. They couldn't contain it, says Red Raven. Yeah, I think, Red Raven, you might be right, Red Raven. Which, by the way, this could be interesting. Let me just bear with me a second. Red Raven brings up a great point. What if every time Finn Balor goes demon mode, the ropes they can't hold him when he goes demon mode? So therefore, and think about this from a superhero point of view. If Finn Balor goes demon mode and just wins every time, well, that's just stupid, right? At some point. So what if Finn Balor goes demon mode, but the problem is when he goes demon mode, he's not able to use his finisher because it will break the ropes. So therefore, he must go demon mode, but then come out of it and be a regular demon again in order to hit his finishing maneuver. So that would make it so there's a vulnerability when he is performing his finisher. That way, it's not guaranteed every time that he goes demon mode he's going to win, but it is guaranteed that he's going to dominate for that time. Which, by the way, this sounds crazy, but let's be honest. Wrestling is a work, and we all know it now, and everybody knows it. And even when they did the Undertaker stuff back in the day, and Hulk Hogan, back when it was still supposed to be a work for the most part, Hulk Hogan winning every WrestleMania the same way by being beaten for a long time. Then all of a sudden, he starts hulking up. he starts hulking up and he starts walking around the ring and he's talking, and what you gonna do, brother? And then he just wins every time. I mean, that is demon mode. That's the same thing. That was the first real time. We'd seen that performance before, but when it was territories. So while it was amazing for some territories to see a famous wrestler or a popular wrestler or the big face, the big baby face, have a big comeback moment, it was special because they didn't see it every night. They didn't see it every year. This may have been the first time they were seeing it, or one of a few times they'd ever seen a wrestler, go to that place and win. So it wasn't done a lot like that for show and theatrical, or like Rocky Balboa type of thing. But Hulk Hogan did it all the time, every match. And it became to that point where it was like, well, even as a kid, I knew, like, this is too good to be true, right? But you loved it and you believed it, just like, John Cena didn't have that. John Cena was, as big or, at one point as Hulk Hogan for 8 years, in the WWE for 10 years, John Cena. And John Cena had the FU and the submission holds and things like that, but he didn't, John Cena didn't really have this Hulk up moment. He did this little moments at the beginning where he'd pump up his shoes and things like that, but, he didn't have a Hulk up moment, and he was successful. And that's the funny thing is, Hulk Hogan in a way was way more theatrical than John Cena. John Cena was more believable that, like, oh, this guy just kicks so much ass, and John Cena lived in an era where he had to perform more. So John Cena had the opportunity where he would lose a lot more than Hulk Hogan. So he was more human than Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was way more theatrical and, oh my God, like Hollywood theater and stuff like that. And so, again, demon mode isn't that big a deal to me because, again, we all know at this point, we all know, it's so how can you do that where it's not insulting to the audience and stupid? But I like the idea that there's a vulnerability maybe. So in the chat, I forget, it was Red Raven. Red Raven's idea that, oh, he's too powerful when he's demon mode to go to the top rope. That actually is a great beginning for a superhero type of thing. I don't want to say superhero because we're sick of fucking superheroes, but it's a great beginning for Finn Balor, the demon, or this character that they're adding layers to potentially. Now, this could all be out the window, and this could be bullshit. WWE doesn't care about any of this, and this is all just happens to be this way. And I'm thinking way too ahead of WWE with the help of the commenter Red Raven 82, who had a great. We're building off his idea here. I love the idea that Finn Balor can go demon mode in a match, but he cannot jump off the top rope to do his finisher because his demon power is too crazy. I love the idea of that. That's hilarious. That's great. So he has to come out of demon mode and then he can finish it. And then he would be like Hulk Hogan, where 95% of the time to 90% of the time, if Hulk Hogan climbs to the top rope and hits his finisher, it's over. But you're eliminating the 100% chance of him winning when he goes demon mode or when he hulks up. Because now you've just, all drama's gone. The minute just, what's the point? Because Finn Balor has to perform a lot more than Hulk Hogan had to perform. But also there's another layer to this. Finn Balor in a match on SmackDown isn't going to go demon mode because he's Finn Balor. So no demon mode when he's Finn Balor. And when he is the demon, there's a demon mode. But it's still not 100% guaranteed that he can just win because he goes demon mode, because he still has to get to the top rope and hit the move outside of demon mode. This is so great. It's a way to have a weakness where, because one of the problems with Bray Wyatt and The Fiend was at a time it was just guaranteed he's unstoppable. And then all of a sudden at another time he was lame. And we all thought that the red light was that thing, that, oh, the power comes from the red light. And they never really, they never went into that. They never did that. So I think I like our idea here. Will that be the case? I don't know. But I think demon mode's hilarious. And I think it's great for kids. I'll just say that. Listen, we're already watching a goddamn child's product. The problem with the product is it's not just for children. It's for it's like demented, like damaged people. Like, that's the problem. The product is so stupid. It's for people whose brains can't comprehend 5 + 5. And that's why my kids mostly stopped watching it. You know, it's like even they're like, this is dumb. Like, I don't get it. So it was too stupid for my kids. That's ridiculous. Shit bomb!
You become a shit bomb.
Hogan's mad cause Linda slept with a 20-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Hulk Hogan's had a lot of sad stuff happen to him, but I wonder if it's just karma for how bad Hulk Hogan was to people. That it's karma that his wife would leave him for a young person and treat him like garbage, and that he put a gun almost. I would, listen, I don't know, man. The guy is shit bomb. Pretty down on his luck.
A shit bomb
on a lot of things.
Hogan slept with Vince for steroids.
Bret the Hitman Hart, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, people think Shawn Michaels did, so, I mean, like, I don't know. It's maybe.
Well, let me tell you something, Vince. What you gonna do when I jab it into you, brother?
It was something like that. Nakazawa pours baby oil on himself, but Anna Jay and Tay Conti don't. I hate modern wrestling.
Sent you a funny edit of the flopping fish demon from last night on Twitter.
Oh my God. I've seen so many. I've been dying. I wish you guys could have saw my reaction. I was beyond hilarious last night. Like, I was absolutely beyond hilarious when I was reacting to Finn Balor. I should have recorded my reaction because I was laughing so hard. Like, it went, like, I'm watching the match, and the minute that Finn Balor was laying on the ground and he started doing, the lights went dimmed, and I went, what the fuck are they doing right now? Why are the lights going out? And then when he did the first convulsion, it went, and then Michael Cole was like, oh, look at the demon! Oh my God, look at the demon! Like, dude, you guys would have died. I was dying. I was screaming. Like, I started pacing around the room, like, holding my chest, dude, and I was in hysterics. I wish to God I recorded me. I should have I usually do, actually, but I didn't. Oh, my God, bro. I was laughing. I was like, like, I was fucking grabbing my chest. I was like, my God, no. And, dude, I was doing that exact thing. And then I started calming down finally. I was like, oh, my God, this is fucking crazy. What is going on? He's going to win, right? Because you can't lose right now. He's going. And I actually said it. I said demon mode. Well, to myself, I was like, he's gone like demon mode or something. What the fuck is going on? And I'm laughing just like that. And then I settled down, and he climbs to the top rope. And he's standing on the top rope, and I'm like, and then then the rope snaps, and I see him fall down and grab his knee. And now that sets me into a whole nother tailspin. And I can go and do, like, dude, Leah is fucking screaming at me. My wife is yelling from upstairs, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I lied to her and said I was streaming and I was making money or something. Like, but, like, she was like, what the fuck? I lied to her because she was like, will you I can hear you. Like, because I had my door open. I haven't patched up the soundboard since they had to get electrical panel access. And she could kind of hear me coming through the floor, and she thought something was wrong. And I'm just, dude, like, I swear, if that would have been viral. If you could have seen my reaction last night, it would be viral on the internet. I'm assuming, or something like that. It was fucking hilarious. Oh. I lost it. Oh, God, it was so fucking funny, dude. I almost fucking passed out, bro. Let's go to the donos. Anytime, donos.
No? Don't mind if I do.
What's my name?
Duncachino.
It's a whole new game.
Duncachino.
You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
Candyman sabotaged the ropes and Alzheimer's sabotaged Vince's brain.
Captain Solo. Thank you, sir. Shout out to the captain himself, Captain Solo with the dono. What's up, Captain Solo? How are you, man? What's up? What's up, Brad? Yeah, I saw that. I don't know why. I can't believe I got blamed for what happened. I don't know, man. I really appreciated Cora coming on and giving her analysis of that situation. I asked Cora to come on, actually. I'm surprised, man, that people are so mad at me. People always get mad at me, man. I think JB said way worse stuff. I was like, I think she's a sweetheart. I asked her to come on. I made a joke and like, oh my God, bro. It's weird. People can't take a joke. People can joke about me all day long. Not only can they joke about me, they can lie about me. They can joke about me. They can shit on me all day. I can want to kill myself over everybody just shitting on me all day long, every day. But God forbid I make an on-air joke right to people's faces about something. And then, I thought JB was way more savage, talking about her weight, saying she sucks, like all that stuff. I just simply made a joke about her being a slave or something. I don't understand how that isn't seen as a joke. But, hey, whatever. I guess people only have sense of humor when it comes to me or other things. But if you joke about them, oh man, you're in trouble, which is so stupid because like me joking about someone is usually like endearing. It's supposed to be, that's all we do on this show. My job is to make people laugh and to make a joke about anything. So, of course, I said it on the show the other night. I asked her to come on. I appreciated it. She's a sweetheart. That's what I said. JB said way worse. Nobody mentioned that. Nobody said anything about what JB said. They just said, oh, you said this, so you're a scumbag. Okay. I don't know. So, figure it out, man. It's all manipulation. I'm not going to joke about anybody anymore. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to joke about anybody in the chat or in the, nothing. I won't joke about anybody anymore because everybody else can joke about anybody, but I cannot joke about anything. If I joke about, oh, WWE made me want to end myself, that's not okay. Travis TLC, that's not okay to make a joke about that, right, Dr. Earl? That's not funny there, but if someone else's show does it, I like it. But because now we don't like Joe, I just say Joe's bad person. You ever notice that? You ever notice that? Everyone's a hypocrite. And some of you in the chat just go along with it. Some of you guys just go along with it. You don't even call it out. You don't care. You don't care. You're like, oh, it's just a targeted thing on Joe, but we'll just go along with it. So I don't even believe most of the people that I talk to. So that's my reaction to it. You asked for my reaction to it. That's my reaction. Is I think people are crybaby bitches and they can make stuff up about me, talk about me for hours every day, like so that like I'm like, oh, every friend I ever had hates me, I guess. But it's not okay for me to like literally on the air right to your face make a wink joke about like, oh, someone's a slave or a joke. Yeah, I get it, bro. I was actually told not to speak to her ever again yesterday. That's what she said to me. I was like, are you really mad at me? Like, but I bet other people could speak to her. Like, I didn't even say anything that bad. I said I was happy she came on and gave her reaction the other day on the show. I was very happy. I was like, I wanted her to do that. I liked it. JB didn't like it. I don't know if JB might have been joking. I don't even know. He might have been joking. But like, I mean, like if you put a column up of insults, it's like that was a goofy, silly one. And there were real other ones that I don't even know if they're real or not. But it's just always me, bro. It's always me, right? It's very clear to see what goes on. That's about all, that's all I can say about that. Every little thing I do is nitpicked to death. But other people can just go nuts, right? It's clear as day. I hope I do kill myself soon. And then people are like, oh, damn. Wow. Oops. Maybe we push this guy way too far by literally breaking down everything he does every day, talking shit about him left and right, and then me having to deal with answering people all the time. To people that come to me and go, why did you do this? And I go, I didn't do that. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, someone said you did. Guys like the Swerved Show who said, oh, I blocked you on Twitter because of what other people said about you. What did they say about me? What? That you don't like me. I didn't say that. Oh, I heard that. I literally don't really have any problem with anybody. But I do have a problem when on my show, which is made for jokes. Sorry, that's what it's made for. If you don't know Monetize This, if you go listen to Monetize This, it is nonstop shit talking. Everybody. Right? If you don't know that, how do you not know that? No pussies allowed? Hello? It's like I don't understand it. I don't get it, man. But yes, please never talk to me again. I don't know why you'd talk to me. My God. Now, like, I could understand if you wanted to shit on me back a little bit and make fun of me back. That's funny. I'm down with that, like, all day. Let's go. But to actually be like, don't ever talk to me again. And to only bring up my goofy joke about, like, oh, you're a slave to somebody. Like, how is that not? How do you not know that's a joke? You know why? Because you don't like me. That's what it is. Don't joke about me because I don't like you. It's not about, oh, JB called me fat and all these other things that, JB said. It's just me. It's just me. How dare I make a joke? How dare I make a joke about anything on my show ever? You can make jokes about me all day. You can make jokes about me. And then you can make stuff up about me and slander me. You can attack my Twitter account and other account and everything. You can do whatever you want to Joe. You can go tell people that like me that I'm a scumbag until they try to believe it. And then eventually they come back and they go, wow, I was manipulated. Sorry, Joe. It's okay. Just happens. Just I deal with it every day. Oh, man, well, I hope you forgive me. Okay, whatever. I don't know. Imagine me having to explain this. This is YouTube, by the way. So if you don't know what YouTube's like, this is YouTube. It is hell. Trust me. This has become awful. YouTube was awesome in like 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It had its little rocky points. I did get some experience with some greedy psycho people in the past. People that are nuts that will do anything. Like, it's very strange. But never, like, has YouTube ever been as bad as it is now. It's just the worst. Like, people here are the worst. And it works. That's the problem. Nice guys finish last. I don't think I'm a nice guy, but, like, it is true. If you just keep your mouth shut and don't say much, you just get buried, at that point. I just don't say much about it. So to your question about that, that's all I have to say about it. I don't know what to tell you. It blows my mind. It blows my mind how sick and weird people are. What are you going to do? I will never talk about people again. I'll talk even less about people now. I talked less about people before. I will really talk less about people now. Because, oh my God, try to involve somebody in something and just, like, it just gets destroyed. It just gets runaway train, like you're a bad guy. Now, I could understand if you wanted to joke with me back. That's great. Like, joke at me on the show or call me or say something in the chat or fuck with me. Like, that's great. That's the banter back and forth is hilarious. That's great. That's great stuff. Or you could come to me and say, I didn't like that. Like, this is why. Okay. But no, it's just crybabyism and SJW stuff, And the funny thing is, so many people hated this person before, and I defended her, and now those people love her, and I'm a scumbag. It's just, nobody is real. Let me just tell you that right now. Nobody is real. It's all about money for people. It's all about just money and just pretending to be something in front of an audience. That's all it is for so many people, dude. That's what it is. It's playing a part on YouTube. So many people do it. And I know it because I've seen it a million times over. Nobody really cares. I actually care. If you do something to my friend, I'm going to call it out. I'm going to flip out. I will burn a bridge instantly if you do something to my friend. I will flip out. But when someone does something horrific to you, and then your friends don't even care about that. Like, that you don't really have friends. Like, I'm just telling you right now, YouTube is psychotic. It is a sad place. Unless you just stick to your own thing and show, It is insane. So that is my long-winded answer to your question that you had about the situation. I loved what she did. I loved her analysis. I wanted her to come on and do that. She didn't have to do that for me. I really appreciated her coming on and giving us that moment. I liked it. I don't think JB liked it or he was joking. I don't know if he was joking or not. I'm assuming he didn't really like it, so then he joked about it, and that's what I'm assuming he did. And my thing was so ridiculously a joke, obviously, that I thought people would enjoy it, and I thought they would get a kick out of it, but I guess not, right? So like, don't joke about me. So I should have known that, but hey, all I can say is I'm sorry if I hurt people's feelings. I think it's pretty obvious that I see someone as valuable and important when I take 20 minutes of my show and I go, yes, I want you on to do what you do, to do that. That means I like what you bring to the table a lot. Why would I have you on if you weren't good, if I didn't think what you were doing was valuable? It's like everything joking about you means I think you're valuable, if that makes any sense. But, you take part in people joking about me and slandering me, and I don't get mad at you. You can take part in people slandering me and making stuff up about me, and you just go, this is great. But then when I make a silly joke, oh my God, Joe Cronin is an evil person. I can't stand victim SJWs like this anymore. Can't stand it. Victim SJW shit is off the page here. Unbelievable. Anyway, that's my long-winded answer to your comment. It's pretty simple. People are babies. And that's about it. What are you going to do? And the proof is in the fact that, like JB was way more savage and not a peep about that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, JB wasn't even here and said anything. It's just fucking hilarious. But yeah, JB did kill me on Monetize This. He was funny. I was a little bit like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Like, I enjoyed, I want her to come back. Let's not, but he buried that from happening. Which is too bad. But, hey, it is what it is. I hope everybody's okay, though. I hope everybody's going to be okay. I hope the people that hear the jokes that I make are okay. I really just hope you guys are all right, whether it's about the world, politics, wrestling, fun, ending myself in a campfire accident, whatever joke, because I'm not funny or am funny or whatever it is, whatever it is, I just hope that you're okay. I hope you can deal with I hope somehow you get over my humor. I hope you're okay out there. That's my message to you. I just hope you're okay. I just want you to be okay. Because in the end, it's supposed to make you laugh, not make you feel bad about yourself. You know what I mean? You're supposed to feel good. And if I didn't make you feel good, or if I made a bunch of people feel good and the person feel bad, well, that sucks too. Because I don't want to make someone feel bad. I don't want someone to feel bad for real. That sucks. That blows. I want people to be happy they came on the show or be happy that they're a part of it or to be in on the joke. I want you to be in on the joke. I don't want you to be like how I feel where I'm not in on a lot of jokes. I just am the joke. I am the joke. I'm a loser, scumbag, piece of shit, shitty father. You're going to come beat me up. I'm a bad dad. I scam people. I'm a scumbag. I have no talent. I dress like it's the 90s. I'm balding. I'm old. I'm stupid. I'm a horrible dad. I'm a horrible person. Whatever. Like, that's not really a joke. Those are like serious things that people mean, So I want you to be in on the joke. So if I made someone feel like I was literally attacking them and they weren't in on the joke, well, that's not much of a joke. So like I do feel bad if they didn't understand that. That's my only regret, I guess. But I just won't apologize for being me, being the guy who I feel like I'm supposed to bring real topics, real entertainment, and then also over the line, over the top, over the wall, dark humor, and that's what I'm doing here, and if we can do that, and if you listen to Monetize This the other night, the amount that I shit on myself, the people shit on me, and I shit on them was a lot. And it was fun as hell, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. Everything Paul 3 said, can you imagine? You know all the things that Paul 3 said to me last night where he shit on me, and then JB shit on him, and I shit on him, and we shit on all of us. That was the style of the show. And that's not, some people don't like that sort of comedy. And some people don't like that sort of comedy. Some people pretend they don't like that comedy, but they love it if it's not about them. Right? Some people really love it when it's not about them, but when it's about them, oh my God. But the thing that gets me is it's when it's a joke, you know what I mean? But going back to tying this back into wrestling, Finn Balor hit Roman Reigns the other night with a gigantic candy cane. I mean, that's what it looks like here. A gigantic candy cane with his, red stripes on his arms and the fucking red stripes continuing to go up. I thought he was the barber thing, that tells you that there's a barber nearby or a medical place or whatever. I don't know, but they were tied together, so they're super kendo sticks. But we all know that it actually probably hurts less to be hit by this super kendo stick. It definitely hurts more to be hit by a single kendo stick. Whipping somebody with a smaller kendo stick would hurt much more than a triple tied up fucking kendo stick block thing. I just, this match just was ridiculous. I still really believe that Finn Balor should have gone demon mode on SmackDown and beaten the shit out of all of them. And then he should have found out the demon mode is too powerful in the match to be standing on the ropes. And that's where we get that explanation and we're building this character. But again, remember what I said here. Because if none of that ever happens, we are 1,000 times more creative than WWE. Because Red came up with that in the chat, some of it. And then I already had some of it. And we put it together. And we just created the perfect storyline for a character. But will they do any of that? Or is this just all coincidental stuff happening? If that's the case, which it probably is, fuck. Shit bomb! Brett the Hitman Hart, what's up?
A shit bomb.
Mitties and Skittles get out of the bathtub.
Mittens and Skittles get out of the bathtub.
Yeah, I Paul 3 is savage. I think Paul, at some point, it's too much. I think he's got to dial it back a little bit. But when he just shits on me, I love it. Especially when it means something. Because I am so into what I'm doing that I'm Joe Cronin. I'm doing this show, and I've got all this power to do this, that, and the other thing. And to talk about people, and I can really go in, if you're not ready to speak, I can dominate you, you know what I mean? So I love that Paul 3 will throw out something that's just true, but savage. Oh yeah, Joe, yeah, you're real powerful, Joe. Yeah, you're great. Remember you went food stamps for 7 years ago? Yeah, if you weren't on YouTube right now, it's you just fail at everything, Joe. You're on food stamps for years. You say you're a sales guy. What the fuck do you sell? If you were selling stuff so well, you wouldn't know the IRS, all this money. You're kind of a retard who pretends like he's a smart person. That shit kills me. I love that. I love that about Paul. I think that sometimes it's just a little too much if you just keep going I don't want the whole show to be us shitting on each other. That's not fun. If you get in a little fight for a minute and it's back and forth, that's fun. But the whole show, nobody wants to listen to 3 hours of just a fat back and forth fight. That's just not that doesn't work. So him and JB, going any longer than usually it's 10 or 15 minutes. After that, it's it's got to go to something else. Otherwise, you're going to lose people at some point. You can only say so much shit before it's just you're going in circles. but at first it's funny. So I do like that. Rojas can do that too. Rojas is very capable of, these witty things. Like, that's why you got to pick your spots for like these witty things. But if it's just constant, unless it's a one-time situation where two guys are on a show together all the time and it's whatever, and then they randomly get in a fight the last 30 minutes. That's different. That's like a authentic thing that's, fun. That can get nuts, right? But like if it's every show and you're just arguing for 2 hours, like that's the show. Like that doesn't work. That's not going to work,
Duncachino? Don't mind if I
Red Raven, what's up?
What's my name? Duncachino. It's a whole new game. Duncachino. You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
Matt Seidel falls off the top rope better than Finn Balor.
That's a great point. He really did the banana peel slip. He really did the banana peel like whoop, like he went flying out. Finn Balor did this more of like a stick. Like Finn Balor did his best impression of like a stick, just like like he might have hit his balls, dude. I keep watching it back and forth. I almost think he was waiting for it to happen, and then it didn't happen, and he kind of flinched, and then it did happen. It looked like he went straight down balls first into the middle turnbuckle. That's what I saw. I could be wrong, but that's what I swear to God, he didn't want to land exactly like that. But who knows? Oh.
You're the realest person on YouTube. Keep it real.
Thank you, Chris Elkins, for the $10, man. Oh man, thank you for the $10, dude. That's a big one. I don't know if I'm the real. I'm definitely not the realist, but I try to be. I don't know if I'm the realist, but I'm the. Sometimes I'm too real. Like keeping it real goes wrong. It's like, dude, when JD didn't show up for the show multiple times, and then never told me why, and then one time went on Twitter to yell at everyone and say, I ain't got shit going on. I don't want to. I'm not going to be there. And I basically ended our podcasting relationship and our friendship a little bit, or yeah, basically both. And when I did that, I said, all right, dude, fuck this. We're done with this, But I always thought like a week later we would cool down and we would have a meeting and be like, all right, let's figure out what's going on here for real. Like, what the fuck, bro? That didn't happen, though. Instead, he went savage. He got angry. And he never came back from that. So
You become a shit bomb.
Furry balls plop menacingly on the table. Thank you for the $1. Which I understand. I don't blame him for that. He was in a bad place mentally, and he was just freaking out. And, I was still up and coming on YouTube at 15,000 subs, and I was happy to be doing everything, and he was probably in the place that I'm in now, to be honest, was our New York friend with the Mustang. But so, I think that I thought, oh shit, like I got mad at you, which I should have, because you were ditching the show and not telling me why, but then going on Twitter and saying fuck everything, which was like a slap in the face to our audience and to everybody, and then to me. And I took that, I got pissed. And so I called it out. And then he got so pissed that it never went back to normal. And fuck it. I said, well, fuck it. Listen, I ended a relationship with a guy who was the top guy in wrestling, really, over keeping it real. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I could have just said, yes, sir, whatever you say. Like, okay, I'll have Jake fill in tonight. We'll see you later. Okay. And then he would have shown up half-assed. And if you go back and watch the shows, the last 10 episodes, he was like a zombie for half of them. He was just there to collect the donations. Half of the donations, cool, and that's it. And he was getting some of my subs, and I was getting a lot of his subs. So it kind of balanced out. I was getting more subs than he was. For every 10 subs he got, I got 100. So it was like, well, I guess that works out. But at some point I said, well, fuck this, and that's what happened. And so I was like, I will ditch this relationship on integrity. And I lost out. I could have gained thousands more subs, been a part of something bigger, always been the second-hand guy, but I'm just wasn't going to, I'm too alpha, I guess. I don't know, or too real or something. I don't know, too alpha for it. I was like, no, this is bullshit. Like, after the 10th time, like, What the fuck is this? And the audience was noticing. If you go watch the shows, the comment section is filled with it. The comment section is, dude, is he even alive on this show anymore? What is he doing? You know, the comments are filled with it, you know? And the bottom line is all it is he's better as a solo guy. That's all it was. It wasn't exciting to him anymore to be on my thing with me sharing it. He needs to be the guy driving it. And I think that's all it was. And he was also in a bad mental state with personal stuff and stuff like that, which I understand. So that's all that happened, man. And that's why, like, me and him talk now and I like him. You know, he's good and we're good to each other, but on the behind the scenes, but you know, I think that happened. So, you know, I don't think I'm the realest person ever. I make huge mistakes. I'm a goofy, weird alpha narcissist myself. So there's you have to be doing this sort of thing. Like, it's just what it is. You have to be a little kind of selfish and stuff. So everybody is like that. You know, in some way they are being that way. You know, so you say realist ever or something. I don't. You know, in reality, I don't know. You know, I could have been better and just taken it. Maybe he would have snapped out of it, and then we would have gone fine. And it would have been like, oh, remember that time where you weren't into it for a while, but we kept going, man, and we still are doing it. You know, that could have happened if I was more patient. But I snapped and was like, no, fuck, this is bullshit. You know? When people fall asleep on the shows, don't really seem to want to be there, I notice it and I call it out. And sometimes that pushes people away, or that makes someone go, oh, all right, let's get real. Like, and it's like, whoa, shit, but you would have never told me this otherwise? Wow. You know, I can tell when someone doesn't want to be there, you know? And maybe sometimes, not all the time, but most of the times. And yeah, listen, I called it out, and it's like I lost a friend once. There was a guy who would talk mad shit about me in other people's chats. It was 2 years ago. This guy would talk crazy shit about me. And what happened is people would send me the screenshots because they'd be like, dude, isn't this the guy who comes in and talks nice to you every day? But over here, he's calling you a scumbag. And I'm like, you're right. I don't know. That's fucking weird. I don't know. And like, I just go, oh, whatever. I'm just going to, maybe he's just fucking around. I don't know. Redo 145, man. Thank you for subbing to the channel, man. Thanks for becoming a sub. You just gave me a boner. And so Rose Montana, what's up, Rose Montana? How are you? Rose, people confuse being real with just being a lame person. I don't know. Is that me? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. Alyssa, thank you. What's up, Alyssa? Oh no, that's Alicia. Shout out to Six for the donos yesterday, too, man. Six is a OG of the show. He's been donating for so long. He's a big guy. But yeah, so I forgot where I was, actually. But the bottom line is that I'm just a regular person, I don't know, who talks a lot. That's all I am. I don't know. But I just can't help it, man. But oh, yeah, so I called that guy out. I said to him, I said, hey, you know, what's up? Like, what's up with this? And then he was like, hey, fuck you. How dare you question what I say in other people's chats and everywhere else? I can do whatever I want. And then that person went on a tour saying, like, Joe got all pissed at me because I'm in other chats and I'm in other places. It's like, nah, dude, I'm not pissed at you for doing whatever you want to do, whatever. I'm just saying, why are you talking so much crazy shit and lying about me, but then you come on my show and act like I'm your buddy? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, fuck you. You don't control me, man. Ah! Like, and it's like, what? And that guy went on, and listen, lots of people agree with him. Some of the people in this chat here agreed with that person. They were like, yeah, Joe's a controlling scumbag. It's like, no, I'm not trying to control you. I literally was just asking, dude, why do you pretend, why are you in my chat saying I'm awesome, but then you're saying this? Other people are telling me this. Like, so is this you or a fake account? Or like, I'm just asking. It's weird. And what it is never ask. So that's why to this day, I don't ask anymore. When people bring me stuff, I just kind of go, I don't know, dude, who the fuck knows? I don't care. I'm not personal at all anymore. I don't really care. You can talk shit about me left and right. I couldn't even care. You come in here and love me. I don't know, like Jacob RP. I love Jacob RP. He probably talking shit about me somewhere right now. But I just fuck it. I love him. Good. Jacob RP, love you, dude. Say whatever you want about me. Say I'm a bad dad. I hate my kids and I beat my wife. Like, say whatever you want and then come over here and then be happy. I don't care anymore. You know, rather have you happy here than anything else. So that's what I learned. Is that any time you ask a question, keeping it real, you will be vilified. That's about it. And yes, what it is them feeling guilty about being two-faced. It's them projecting. The amount of projection that happens on YouTube is unbelievable. People blame everybody for all these things. It's projection. I can't tell you how many times something's happened to me, and I've said it on the air, like this thing happened to me, but I'm not going to get into it. And then like 7 different people hit me up on the phone screaming that like, how dare you blame me for this? And I'm like, what? And chances are they are guilty of it because they're projecting. Like one time, I talked about something, and there was specifically one person who hit me up like an insane person. And this person I hadn't even spoken to in forever, and it wasn't about them, nothing. And they were so nuts about this that I'm like, oh my God, it probably was them. Because nobody messaged me about this. Nobody knows who I was talking about. And this person was freaking out, panicking. And I'm like, wow, you really are the one that did this. Or you know something. Like, that's insane. Because you just showed it to me by being so defensive, you know? It's like, that's how I learned who a lot of people were that I used to be friends with. Like, they would go to no length, the ends of the universe, to be like, how dare you think I did this? And it's like, I didn't say you did it. Yeah, but you know, everybody knows what you meant and who you meant. And I'm like, no, I just don't know 100%, so I don't want to I don't want to call out somebody, or I don't want to mention names of somebody when they didn't do it. If I don't have proof, I'm not going to mention names. You know, I'm not going to pretend to give you who I think it is without saying it. I would either just say it or not say it. I'm not going to drop hints at who it is if it's not who it is. I don't know. But you're so crazy that it's not you telling me this that I now do think it's you. And that's what projection is. 100%. It's unbelievable. It happened the other night with Dingleberry messaging me like a psychopath. And it's like, I didn't really think it was you, but now I do. Like, you know, like, what? Why are you, what the fuck? Anyway, so there's that. You're getting all the tidbits today. But yeah, Alexa Bliss, back to that story. Off TV, 2 months. Whatever. We got Crown Jewel coming up, Crown Fool. WWE is beyond a joke. You know what's funny is that on the same night that they do the Balor demon mode thing with the red light, on the same exact night, Seth Rollins does a podcast with Steve Austin in which they talked heavily about the Hell in a Cell situation where, by the way, the first time ever we heard AEW chants from the WWE crowd loudly. Seth Rollins says he wanted to strangle Vince McMahon after Hell in a Cell 2019 match. I mean, bro, it doesn't get any fucking more hilarious. By the way, you should have strangled him, right? Maybe that would have got something through you, or through to you, or to him, if you had actually strangled him. Ugh. By the way, R. Kelly found guilty of racketeering conspiracy at a federal trial in New York, breaking 911 16 minutes ago. I believe I can lie. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. I spread my lies and lie away. I believe I can soar. Should have had music running for that since I have a terrible voice, but hey, go get him, R. Kelly. Does anybody have the clip on Twitter? I would love to see the clip on Twitter. But speaking of fun clips to watch, there is a fun clip of Antifa members shooting anti-vaxxers in Washington. That's a good one. Antifa member charged with shooting anti-vaxxer in Washington. They actually chased a person and then shot them because they're anti-vax. Hey, man, God bless America. Nazis are here. but who would think that Nazis would return but as anti-fascists? Who would think that fascism murderers would return by calling themselves anti-fascists? It'd be like if anti-baby murderers were the baby murderers. Like it's a great. Hey, I'm just gonna call myself like anti-pedophilia, like anti-pedophiles, but you can be like the top pedophile in the country, and then people go, "You're a pedophile," and you're like, "That means you're a pedophile." America's hilarious. Don't you just love the time we live in right now? It's amazing, isn't it? Oh my God. Anyway, so the person was charged. Well, that's good. I'm surprised they got him. I'm surprised they charged it. You know, I'm surprised they didn't say that he was well within his right to extinguish the threat. You know, we're getting to that point. Extinguish the threat. It's like they refer to it as like you're putting out a fire. That's fire. Bobby Lashley's 45 years old. Brock Lesnar's 44 years old. AJ Styles is 44 years old. Jeff Hardy's 44. It's hard to imagine those guys are like 8 years older than me. I should get in shape and get back in the ring. These guys are in the fucking ring. I should get back in the goddamn ring. Woo! What else is there wrestling-wise? I'm trying to find the clip of Seth. I actually want to hear, like, Seth utter the words, like, about, like, he's like, I want a Latrell Sprewell, Vince McMahon. I want to hear that. I want to hear his Latrell Sprewell. I'm trying to find it. I know it was on Steve Austin's podcast. But God, is it funny. Wanted to choke Vince McMahon. Like, where is the clip of this?
Hey, how's it going?
Here's a guy talking about it. He's not going to play the clip, though. I want the clip. I guess it's on, probably what, in the WWE Network? I don't know. There's no clip of it, though. It's just everybody talking about it. We could probably get away with the audio. You know? I don't know. This is a...
having what is widely regarded as one of the worst Hell in a Cell matches.
Maybe this
show, Rollins revealed that he was ready to strangle WWE Chairman Vince McMahon backstage after the match. Rollins said that TJ Wilson, formerly Tyson Kidd, had to hold him back from going at Vince McMahon after the match. Seth Rollins told Steve Austin that he stared right into Vince's eyes when the pair met backstage after the show, with McMahon opting to walk out of the room. Rollins revealed that once head calmed down, he approached Vince McMahon the following day at Raw to discuss how to remedy the situation. For those that don't know, Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt ended up having what is widely regarded as one of the worst Hell in a Cell matches in history with their clash in 2019. The bout ended up getting booed out of the building, with there being no clean or decisive finish to the match.
So I'm assuming that Rollins had basically already expressed his concern and his, like, you know, oh, I'm worried about this, Vince. You know, I'm assuming that Rollins already had expressed this concern to Vince. Like, I am worried about this. This is stupid. Vince, I don't get this. Why are we doing this? Like, I don't like this. And Vince is like, don't worry, blah, blah, blah. And then Rollins eventually was like, I really think this is a bad idea. Okay, we're going out to do this. Fucking what the fuck? Okay, and then they go out there and that happens. You get booed out of the building. You get AEW chants. You get all this shit. And so that must have probably started to make Seth Rollins snap. When you believe you 100% know that this is a dumb idea and a stupid thing to do. You 100% know. And then you go out there and you have to live the embarrassment. I'm sure that's what set him over the top, I would assume. You know? But I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen on Raw tonight? I just hope it's good. I hope it's just not a sleeper. I can't deal with another sleeper. I do not have the fuel in my body to conduct a Raw review when Monday Night Raw is just a death sleeping bore. I have no energy to do it without Jake. With Jake, I have the energy to talk about it. I have no energy to do it solo when it's boring. So I just pray to the wrestling gods that they give me 1, 2, or 3 things to talk about. Such as, an example I'll give you, if you say, Joe, they never do that. Oh, they do. Such as the night when Nia Jax and Charlotte had their kerfuffle / they went off script and got angry, whatever that was. The night they did that, we had a solid 20 or 30 minutes to break that down and talk about it and get into the fucking workings of what went on there. That was what I'm talking about. Like, we need the pyro to fail and burn somebody. We need an audience member to run in the ring with a dildo. We need Vince McMahon to open the show tonight or something, to say something weird. We need Big Bird to show up with a strap on. You know, we need something out of the ordinary. We need, like, a couple of major botches. Like, it takes all of those things to give me 10 to 15 minutes to really sink my teeth into. Because otherwise, we're looking at same matches again for the millionth time that are 6 or 7 out of 10 matches, but we saw it a million times, and pretty much not a lot of story progression whatsoever. Not a lot of creativity, not a lot of story progression, and a lot of overproduced bullshit. So if we get that, we get Sleepy Joe reviewing Monday Night Raw. I will be 100% honest. I'm at the point where if it is a bore, sleepy, nothing Raw, and nothing happens, I don't know what to do. In the past, I would flip out, break things, scream, whatever. This, you can't even get passionate about what you see. That's the problem. That's the problem I have. Monetize this Monday. We might have to change monetize this to Mondays. We might have to monetize this during Raw to entertain people at this point. I have a brand new $55 Fire donation. Tonight on Monday Night Raw, we'll see if we see it. I don't know. It's a steep amount. And we are bringing back a few other ones. You guys requested it, and I was like, all right, well, we'll get that going. We'll get that rolling. But, we'll see if we can make something happen. Here's a commercial. I wonder if people got the commercial or not. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Maybe you got the ad, maybe you didn't get the ad. I don't know. WWE quarterly financials show profit is dropping. I'm sure profit's dropping for WWE, but it's still crazy, right? It's not even close to anywhere near like we're in trouble, And again, I gave this idea the other day. I think it was, I don't 100% remember this, but WWE is producing a show. They're rumored to be producing 2 shows. One is, I think, American Gladiators, right? And 2 is a sort of competition show. Why is WWE producing shows? Right? And we heard recently that WWE was going to become their own universe, like Marvel and stuff like that. And we know that WWE doesn't like the word wrestling. They're not wrestling. They're entertainment. So if WWE is about to launch a production side of things, like, hey, let WWE produce the circus for you. Hey, let WWE produce your TV show for you. We know what we're doing. Trust us. And that's what they're doing. Then they could become worldwide entertainment. They used to be Worldwide Wrestling Federation. Then they were World Wrestling Federation. Then they were World Wrestling Entertainment. The next logical step is Worldwide Entertainment. We're not just World Wrestling Entertainment. We're not just World Wrestling Federation. We're Worldwide Entertainment. That's what Vince would say. I know it. And if I came to a meeting 8 years ago and I pitched to Vince McMahon, Vince, we're not just wrestling, right? We're making movies. We produce things. We entertain on a global scale, right, Vince? And Vince goes, yeah, you're right about that. Vince, we need to come outside the box and become bigger than wrestling. Doesn't mean we're leaving wrestling, but we become bigger than wrestling. This is entertainment, but we're so much more entertained than that. Vince, we become not World Wrestling Entertainment. Vince, we put on shows for people better than anyone else. We entertain people with battle bots, sports competitions, major events, the circus, and so much more. We bring it on a global scale. We are worldwide entertainment. Like Vince would be like, I love this. I love that. Like he would love that. If I pinched that to Vince McMahon, he would jerk off. We already are worldwide entertainment, really. You know? 100%. 100%. I strongly, and Vince, not only is that what we are and what we are going to be, and we're going to become this global force, but Vince, it's also honoring the tradition of Worldwide Wrestling Federation. Worldwide. We're bringing back that worldwide vision of your father, that we can be bigger than we are. The idea your father had that you took and made a reality, but now we're honoring that name. We're bringing back the worldwide entertainment. Vince, this is where it's at. I mean, this is exactly what they would be doing. I gotta believe it, guys. I strongly believe that in the next 3 years, World Wrestling Entertainment is going to become worldwide entertainment. Unless that is owned by someone, I don't know. If that slogan is owned by something, then I guess they couldn't be worldwide entertainment. They could be World Wrestling Entertainment. I don't know. I don't know how that works. If you don't get rid of wrestling, I don't know. Worldwide Entertainment. Now, if somebody else owns Worldwide Entertainment, then I don't know what you do there. You know, I don't know if you can't go WWE. I mean, you can go WWE because you already own the letters and you already own that, and that's fine. But can you switch the name? I don't know if there's an intellectual property thing there. I didn't even look it up. We could just look up Worldwide Entertainment. I mean, it's a generic phrase, kind of. Worldwide Entertainment TV, Chief Operating Officer. So that exists in places. Worldwide Entertainment. So I don't know if they could do that. You know, I don't know if they could do that. Worldwide Entertainment LLC. So they'd have to buy that out. They'd have to buy a whole bunch of stuff out. Now they could be worldwide. They can't even be Worldwide TV Entertainment because I see one. So, you know, they'd have to separate themselves. So maybe this isn't possible, you know. But I definitely think the concept, even if they can't change the name, I still think that's the concept, is that we are worldwide entertainment. And we're going to bring you the circus. We're going to bring you American Gladiators. We're going to bring you this, that, and the other thing. And again, like I said, they would be basically being hired as the facilitator of the production of these things. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that's why they're doing this. I'm not sure. It could be, but I just really believe that that's what they're going with. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't Vince be thinking this big way? And now I don't know if that means we're selling the company so then you can go do that, or if it's we're transitioning into that so then we can sell the company. But if they sell the company, how can they execute those things? How could they execute those things if they're selling the company? You know what I mean? How could they do that? It's not possible. If you're not selling the company, then why would you be setting yourself up in that position to be doing that? Like, that's got to be the situation, right? I don't know. Sorry, I've been good with the donuts. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the dono didn't play because it was too. I think it was too low. It was furry balls plopped menacingly on the table, dropped $1. Thank you, furry balls plopped menacingly on the table, and thanks to Chris Elkins before that with the $10 drop. Much appreciated. I just don't think that. Why would you sell the company if you're just setting up for this? Unless, like, is that what wait, if you sell the company, then it becomes desirable as a production company? I would think that you would be trying to set up to become that production company so that you could pitch that to other places. Because again, why would you be on Peacock Network? It would make more sense if you had WWE Network and you were putting that television programming on your own shit, you know? But maybe they are. Maybe they're producing it so they can sell it to, they can put it on the WWE Network globally for all you guys outside the U.S., right? So on their own network, they're valuable because they have American Gladiators and they have the circus and all these other little things. On their network, you can watch globally. But in America, they're on Peacock. So then they're putting on their content under the WWE Network on Peacock. The thing I don't understand is, wouldn't Peacock just want them to produce the show so they could put it just on Peacock? I don't know. I don't understand that. And then there's The Undertaker, right? The Escape the Undertaker. That is a separate thing that they did with Netflix. You know, Netflix paid them. I don't know what Netflix paid them. If somebody knows what the answer to that is, let me know. I'd love to know. I haven't looked up the numbers yet. Maybe somebody can find them. But let's pretend the WWE was paid, I don't know, $10 million or $20 million or whatever. I don't know what they were paid. Let's say $10 million. They were paid $10 million to put something on Netflix. Netflix was like, give us an interactive show. Like, we were looking for interactive stuff. That'd be great. Okay, WWE says, great. It will cost us $500,000 to produce this Escape the Undertaker thing. And Netflix says, good, we got you covered, and we'll pay you $3 million for the show. And WWE says, hell yeah, okay, sounds good. WWE produces it, does everything, costs them $500,000. It's all set to go, and they make a profit of $2, $3, $4, $5 million. You know? It's like a side job. That's what WWE, let me go get a little side job there. You know? What up, Sith Negan? Worldwide embarrassment. Yeah. They might have to switch to that if Worldwide Entertainment is taken. No doubt about it. I heard $40 million. I'm not vouching for that. It might have been a total budget. Maybe. Wow. Oh, shit. Wait, you're hearing $40 million for the Escape the Undertaker? Yeah, it could be the total budget. Like, it did look pretty good. Like, pretty well produced. So I could see that costing a lot of money. Those sets were big, man. It was like in a mansion, and then they had to they had to build stuff. Shit, bro, that might have cost more. I mean, I'm saying it was $500,000. It probably was like $5 million or $10 million. But shit, man, can you imagine it costing $30 million to produce that? I mean, that's nuts. I don't know. If the total budget was $40 million just for that little thing, I mean, that's crazy. Like, that is a lot of money, man. And I do got to run in a few minutes because my kids are home from school. I want to go say hi. Yeah, I was training people earlier. You know, basically what happened was I got a last-minute offer to do the training thing, and we did well today, I think, with some of the people. We trained them to be dick lickers. Do you hear that there are issues with NBC and Universal? Yes, we talked about that already. Actually, Marvelous, go back to the beginning of the video. I talked about that fairly early. I went on a rant about YouTube TV. I said YouTube TV is almost useless. Can't watch Raw, USA Network. I can't even watch Red Sox or Boston Bruins hockey. So no baseball, no Red Sox, no hockey, no Bruins, and now no USA Network potentially, and even some other NBC sports. So just, nope, we're done. $60 a month for YouTube TV now. I'm not grandfathered in anymore. I actually found out last month I'm not grandfathered in. So with cable being $120 a month, like, dude, I'm gonna lower my bill to $90 anyway, and then I'm gonna get rid of YouTube TV. So that's $60. So I'm saving. I need to save money, man. I need to save money. So I need to. I'm fucked. I gotta save all kinds of money. So Derek Kent says, I think after what happened with the Vince and the fallout from the latest episode, I think Disney might be hesitant. I don't know, maybe. I mean, like, you got to understand, these companies are thirsty as hell for any content. Like, they're just thirsty for content. If you can produce something amazing, like, they're looking for content. There are so many, there's already a ton of YouTubers who produce shows or have big podcasts that are being approached by Netflix, Spotify, just a million places. It used to be that like, oh, I hope I get on Sirius satellite radio because then we'll make money. But now there's such a thirst for content that they're diving into the YouTube world too on these platforms because they need content. And it's not even, it doesn't even matter if you had no subs. If you have a show they think they can put on their channel, they're like, yeah, we need more content. Oh, this is a show about ghost hunting? Yeah, we want more ghost hunting shows. Okay, yeah. What do you make? Well, I'm a YouTuber, and we make like $85,000 a year on YouTube doing ghost hunting. So, I don't know if I don't really want to leave YouTube. Oh, well, we'll give you $1 million right now. We'll give you $1 million for 2 years. We need 20 episodes. Blah blah blah. We'll give you all this budget. It's like what? So like, hey, we'll give you $100,000 to make the show. What do you get now to make the show? Whatever we make from the $80,000. Oh, well, we'll give you $100,000. You can just spend all of that on the show, and we'll pay you $1 million. Like, yeah, like you know what I mean? Like, so there's just so much of that going on. Oh, Sith Negan brings up what I brought up earlier. I was saying this earlier, Sith. I believe the same thing as well. Worldwide Entertainment is taken. Vince could go with Worldwide Sports Entertainment instead. Worldwide Sports Entertainment. WWSE. WWSE. No, I don't know, man. That's too much. And I don't think he needs to... Oh, you think he wants to stick to sports, though? That's interesting. And that could be true with Circus, American Gladiators... Maybe their own like indoor baseball show. I think like BattleBots could come back. That could be possible. Or Worldwide Sports Entertainment could be a part of the WWE. So World Wrestling Entertainment could be part of Worldwide Sports Entertainment. That's true. That could be part of that. On a next episode of Dark Side of the Ring, Vince and Roman caught backstage beating each other. Yeah, so we talked about that already earlier, though. So if you do want to hear the full my rant on that, I did that earlier in the stream. I've been live now for, 1 hour and 37 minutes? So, XFL, that didn't work out so well. I think staying away from football is important. I don't think they can... See, again, the XFL is high risk, high reward. And let's say The Rock bought it. So The Rock owns the XFL. So if The Rock brings the XFL back, which, by the way, I believe the XFL should return as a Canadian football style. A smash-mouth, wild, indoor football league where there's boards like hockey.
Finn flopped like fish from Faith No More video. He had Balorgasm. Alexa out 2 months for Lily's pregnancy. Dad is rambling rabbit. Seth should curb stomp Vince onto pit of spikes. Bet we get Hardy Sheamus match 79 on Raw. Also...
That's pretty funny. Bet we get Hardy Sheamus match on Raw. Yeah. Yeah, get ready, El Matador, Garguts, Santana. Get ready for the rematches again on Raw, right? Because now they're going to go cruise mode, right? Because aren't they building for Crown Jewel now? And what do they do when they build for Crown Jewel, guys? They go full cruise control. Cruise control to get to Saudi Arabia. We don't give a damn. The intellectual property they own includes all of the old wrestling characters. That's true. That's true. Sith Negan, I possibly will post that today, man. I'm looking at the I actually have it. The instrumental I do have to post. Some talent had a gimmick coming and kept it. What? I just know Alexa Bliss, they're saying legitimately that Alexa Bliss is off TV for 2 months. Everybody saw the Alka-Seltzer last night. That was pretty funny. But I don't know what the reason is for her being off. There's also it just seems like they're switching into Crown Jewel mode. I don't know why Alexa's leaving TV for a couple of months, but she was treated like the Fiend when they got rid of the Fiend. They just go, oh, you're a regular person again. You lose in match after pretending to be scary person with powers person. AEW announces COVID-19 vaccine policy for Wednesday Dynamite. So that's different. Just want everybody to know Wednesday. This is because of the building, I believe, the New York building. Physical vaccination card, photos, or photocopies of vaccination cards will not be accepted. You need to have a physical vaccination card if you're going to the New York AEW show. New York State Excelsior Pass, clear digital vaccine card, government-approved mobile app showing vaccination verification works. I don't know. It's going to be harder to get into the building than to vote. It's going to be harder to get into the building than to vote. In America, we don't even have voter ID done right. 77% of most people want voter ID to be done right in America, and yet there are small groups that push that we don't need that. It's like racist or it's bad. But like 77% of minorities in America want voter ID. 70-something% of minorities in America want voter ID to be a thing. And that, but also, even if you don't have an ID and you don't have those things, you can still get one. You can still get a voter ID, even if you don't have a real ID. But there's a small group of people in the country, like 25 or 30% of America are against it for one reason or another. But you're going to need all this shit to get into a building to see a wrestling show. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. It's going to be crazy to get in there. And listen, I'm vaccinated, so I'm not anti-vax. I'm vaccinated. You know? I'm just saying, fucking wow. Like you're going to need that physical card, man, to get in Wednesday. So just, man, remember that. There are some people that are forgetting that. You will need that card to get in to that building Wednesday. Doors to, by the way, ironically, Blue Cross Arena will open. I mean, can you imagine if Blue Cross Arena didn't expect you to be vaxxed? They'd be like, that'd be kind of weird, right? I mean, they're the insurance people. So make sure you got that going on. Just a little public service announcement from me. Make sure you don't forget. I saw people were mad last time they didn't realize it, or they forgot their card, or some people took pictures of their card. They thought that would be okay. They lost their card, so they had pictures of it, and then they tried, and then they couldn't get it. So just make sure you have the physical card. And I know there's a lot of New Yorkers that listen to the show, and a lot of you guys or friends are in New York. So, yeah, just want to make sure we get that out there. That'd be something that usually Jake would remind me of, but I'm learning to think again. I'm learning to look up my own news again, guys. It's been a while since I've had to look up my own shit, because Jake has been just such a beast. Jake is like, nope, you focus on your reaction to everything you saw. I've got all the notes and news. Let's go. So that's where Jake has been amazing. Sith Negan, I didn't know yet. Did you go with the Hot Woman or the Undertaker gif? I actually went with Undertaker. But I think I'm going to recreate it and make it both Sith Negan. I think I'm going to do both. Or maybe I'll just get rid of the dono altogether if it doesn't, maybe nobody cares. I don't know. But right now I have it set up for the Undertaker. But if people think it's better with I think when someone does it, I'm going to throw up the girl for a second and show you what it would be like. Or maybe we could just do that. We'll just do it anyway. And you guys can vote on which one you want, It's up to you guys. I don't know. I spent a little while trying to figure it out. And actually, from the feedback I got, it was like 50-50 split. So I may make a 54 one with the girl and a 55 one with the Undertaker thing. I think it's hilarious if I actually could do both, because I think it's funny when the girl's dancing, but then it switches and it's the Undertaker. Because the girl dancing, it like fits funny and it's cool. And you're like, yeah. But when you see the Undertaker get burned, I don't know why it's hilarious. I don't know. It wasn't hilarious at the time. It was probably fucking horrific. God, can you imagine the pain that he must have been in? like to have your, and I'm sure people out there that have been burned before, burn victims, things like that. You guys know. I mean, yeah, I've been like burned pretty badly by something, but I've never been burned to the point where I needed to be bandaged up in the hospital. And I'm a bitch when I burn myself bad enough that I'm band-aiding myself and icing it for a long time, and it hurts for a couple of days and it blisters. I'm really a baby when it comes to that. So anybody who's been involved in a severe fire or burn or whatever, like, Jesus Christ, man, that probably gives you PTSD, being burned that bad. It might have given it to The Undertaker. I don't know. But I mean, I guess not too much, because he still comes out to the pyro. He's not a bitch. He's like, yeah, I was burned. I don't care. If he had that, they probably wouldn't do the flames anymore, because he'd be like freaking out. But there's some people out there that I'm sure have it. Being burned sucks. It's like a weird, torturous pain. Oh man, the Rampage numbers came out. Oh boy, man, I think I predicted I predicted a 700 rating. I predicted, I believe, 700,000. Wow. Apparently, also another little news story that popped up was former WWE wrestler. She was one of the Funkadactyls. Everybody knows Naomi's partner. What was her name? Carmine, or I don't even remember anymore. Something, Karma something. That I don't even think they call her by her name in the article. She said he actually responded. She reached out to Vince McMahon about a return. What's her fucking name? Can someone remind me of what her name is? It was her name is something in real life, and that Ariane or something like that. But what was her name in WWE? One of the Funkadactyls. What was her wrestling name? I forget. I don't know. She says with Nick Houseman on his podcast, I'm very torn if I want to say this, but probably should stop right there then, huh? She says, I'm very torn if I want to say this or not, but I actually reached out recently and was like, I'd love to come back, and will I be back? That's to be determined. But I actually reached out to Vince. Well, you're not going to be back now that you said this. I'm going to go to the person who's at the top, she says. I miss being in the world of wrestling. I saw Naomi 3 months ago. Well, she should have saw Naomi 3 months ago and thought, don't want to do that. And she was like, you know what? If I never got a championship, I feel like having the tag team titles would be awesome. She just wants to come back and grab Naomi and win the tag titles. I feel like I'd be fulfilled. We would be the first black woman ever to hold the tag belts. Oh boy, so it's one of those things. The more that you collaborate, blah, blah, blah. He actually responded, she says, which is crazy. I know he's a busy person. He was like, I'll pass this along to John Laurinaitis, who's head of talent relations. Rest in peace. I mean, they could bring her back like Eva Marie, how they brought her back, and it was kind of like, bring her back too. See, I wouldn't want her to tag with Naomi, though. I'd actually want her to attack Naomi and have a story with her. And then Naomi wins, and then she goes away. Like we used her for a second. I would do that. Thank you, Sith Negan. Sith, I don't know. Which one do you like better? I don't know. There's a new $55 donation. Fire and Flame, that goofy song that I had, put with Flames of Undertaker or a Fire female. It's up to you guys which one we keep. I don't know. Cameron, thank you. Jesus. Everyone's been saying it for like 5 minutes. Cameron, Jesus. I forgot her name. But, I do that. El Matador Gargut Santana, thanks for that 301 earlier. I don't know if I forgot you, brother. But John Laurinaitis.
Well, you want to come back? Well, maybe we could do something. I'm John Laryngitis. I hate myself. Why do I sound like Jake Roberts?
John Laurinaitis stinks. You know what I mean? Like, he really... People really think he sucks. And I don't know. What does Jim Cornette say about it?
Before I, give people the impression that I'm speaking of stuff that I don't know anything about, let me say I don't know anything about it because in 1999, everybody liked our work, and I was working with the third-party promoters and scouting talent, and I really enjoyed that.
Man, that's a 15-minute video. I can't get into that. Wrestling's most controversial wrestling shoots, wrestling's most despised wrestler.
For whatever reason, fans and colleagues just seem to hate. We took the names that always seem to come up in interviews, news wrestlers here at Kayfabe Commentary.
Kayfabe Commentaries has a good one here.
People don't like him?
I disagree with that one completely.
No, I don't see that.
The people hate John Laurinaitis? I find that hard to believe.
Hated? Oh yeah, he's fucking up there with even amongst dear friends of mine that I'm not going to name names. Starts with an H.
He's a butt licker. He's a big liar. He's pathetic.
I've never worked for John Laurinaitis, so I don't get it, okay? The John Laurinaitis that I know and knew is not the same guy that would be on the most despised, most hated list at all. As Johnny Ace, I knew him and traveled with him. Great guy, brother of Road Warrior Animal.
Since 1995. Chris was in Japan with him, so I knew him from there. Went to one of his Christmas parties down in Florida.
We're having a Christmas party.
I used to travel with him on the road. We used to go to watch movies together on the road because, if I wasn't, towards, 97, 98.
I would gobble him occasionally.
Heard stories about Johnny. I know Johnny has to be a hell of a politician and a worker to get as far as he did and to stay in the position he's in. That's part of it.
When he came in...
Not right at all.
If you dusted Vince's ass with fingerprint powder, Laurinaitis' lip prints would be all over it.
That's New Jack. That's New Jack talking about John Laurinaitis, bro. That is pretty funny. That is fucking hilarious. That's New Jack talking about John Laryngitis. Sith Negan with an idea. Yeah, sorry, man. I know I ended the stream last night. I didn't stay on long. I had to go do some work today. Perfect idea. What if you do two separate $55 donations? One with the hot girl gif and one with the Undertaker gif, and have the chat vote which one they like the best. Yeah, that could work out. We do have the vote capabilities. All right, so let's play the song and put the dono. You know what? I'll play the song and I'll put the gifs up. Okay. All right, so let's test it right now without making someone spend money to do it. So this is the first option for the dono. It's such a shame. Or, and remember this song was about me being in love with Drew, or we could do this. We could be fire, it's such a shame. We could be fire, we could be flame. Even in the golden rain. We could be fire, we could be flame. I was even thinking about putting in like Undertaker things over the Undertaker one where he's like, I'm burning, like stuff like that. I don't know. That song was originally about me making love to Big Lips. But I don't know, bro. It's just something about like the contrast of one of them being this sexy girl being like, and then the next one being a man catching fire. Like that cracks me up for some reason. I don't know, but the Undertaker one cracks me up. The girl one I think makes more sense from like a visual. It's like, wow, that's hot. But like the Undertaker, just I don't know, something about the way that song is with the Undertaker makes me kind of laugh. But it's up to you guys. And so far, Undertaker is winning the poll. 40 votes in right now. Oh my God. We could be fire, we could be flame. Play one, it's catchier than flame. What? What do you mean, Turpa? I don't know what you're talking about. Explain what you're talking about, Turpa. 41 votes. You guys vote now. I think the dono is going to be a $55 donation because it's a long thing. I don't know. Be fun on Monetize this Friday nights. Monday night tonight on Raw, potentially. I don't know. Just coming up with new donations. Keep it fresh. Keep it fun, as always. I've had some. You realize this would be my 160th donation song or alert, I think, over the past 7 years. Yeah, it could be. I didn't really record it well. So, like, when I'm making songs, I have a bunch of different processes, right? 75% of the music I do. Sometimes I purchase a beat or I buy a song, rarely, but I do, you know. But then 75% of the time I will just make it. But the first process is I start it on a guitar. Then the second process is I record it really roughly and it sounds probably bad. Like I don't care about too much about how bad my vocals are bad anyway. I can't sing. You know, it's got to be faked that I can sing because I'm not good at it. I'm not good at really much anything except drums, which is funny because a lot of times the songs actually have produced drums instead of real ones, yet I'm actually a good drummer, but a bad everything else. So it's fucking, that's ironic, I guess, or what do you, wow, it's funny. But so some of my songs will be like, sound really all over the, like sound is bad and it's all over the place because it's a rough little demo to throw it down, see if I care enough. And then if I care enough about it, if I think it's really good or good enough, I will then re-record everything meticulously as much as I can, which isn't that great, but it's better. And then I will master it. I will spend tons of time with the audio and the peaks. And even then it's not the greatest, but you can tell the difference between one of my songs where there is like just guitar and drums and it's rough and then the vocals or whatever they are and there it's a little demo thing. There. And I put it out sometimes and people, you know, they go, oh, it doesn't sound finished really. Yeah, it's not really. You know, and then if I really, really produce it, it will sound much better, but it still won't. You know what I mean? It won't be the greatest thing still. So, because whatever. I did sell a song this year, which is good. Last year I sold 3. This year I only sold 1 so far, but I sold 1 for $400 a little while back. That's about it though. I wanted to write jingles, like commercials, for a while, but I don't know how the hell to get into that shit. So, unless somebody hires me off my website stuff, I never know. I suck.
Shit bomb!
I'm just good at drums. That's really...
That's
all it is. I'm just bored. I have no band, so I do it myself.
Joe, please do I'm a Racist American on stream.
Oh my God. I don't know if I can do that today. Fight for the rights of only white men. Enact a Paul 3 donation. That could be a good idea. I did do a Paul 3 video the other day. I did this really quickly. I grabbed a karaoke thing and I put, he's Paul. Paul, did you like this on Corrupted?
Paul sits alone in his fucking room with white walls and he gets no poon. He
She's small, she's small, she's small. He's got no balls. He should be executed, blow out his brains. He rides in a white van looking for kids. Looks like a pedo homo who's got AIDS and smells. He's got AIDS and he's going to hell. She's small, she's small. He's got white walls.
At least Paul isn't going to get mad at me for this.
She's small, she's small, she smells. He's got no balls. White walls, white shirt, white tee. He likes white too much, if you know what I mean. He smells like sour cheese. He's small, he's small, he's got white walls.
So that was fun. I found a quick karaoke on that one. So luckily, fucking Paul. Poor Paul. Undertaker's winning, Sith Negan. So right now, the $55 donation has been set as the Undertaker GIF. Thank you. Good idea, Sith Negan. And the people have spoken. I don't think it's going to be able to overtake this. 68 of you, which is not quite half of you, but 68 of you have said that I'm suing you, though, he says. Oh, my God. What's up, Andre Corbeil? Yeah, so Alexa Bliss is, I don't know what the issue is yet. I don't know why she's coming off TV, allegedly, but it is believable after what we saw last night. After what we saw with Alexa just being beaten, I mean, you would think that she's coming back for revenge with Lily and stuff like that. But the way they beat her was kind of just like, oh, man, she just straight up loses, and then the doll gets ripped up. I mean, it just looks like it does look like she's going away, but that's the rumor. But then again, so the problem with this rumor is, right, this is something you could just create yourself. Like, you could see how she was treated last night and come up with your own, like, oh, she's taking time off, you know, whatever. Off TV because they treated her like that last night, you know, so you can just make that story up and it would kind of fit into the little groove at this point. I don't know. Yes, JB was very savage to her. I can't believe she got mad at me for this. I'm not going to go into it again, but I already spoke on the situation earlier in this stream. If you want to hear it, go back and listen to my comment about Cora.
You become
I don't know what to tell you anymore.
a shit bomb.
I don't get it.
Please do, I'm a racist American, come on.
Fight for the rights. I don't know, Brett the Shitman fart. It's gonna take $100. Please drop $100. All right, because that's gonna demonetize the stream. Not only could that demonetize the stream, it could actually come down because that karaoke that I used is like crazy. They always go nuts when I use it. So I did get permission though to use it, but it's like takes forever to get a hold of them to fix it. I've had videos that I've had to take down and wait for a couple days for the company to approve it. It's a parody, and then they're like, okay, it just sucks. So, you know, $100, it's worth it, but not really worth it. Otherwise, I would do it. Yes, Low Mass, I went to NXT in Rhode Island the next night. MWM 2 times. What's up? What are you, coming from the past from 2 hours ago? MWM, are you coming from 2 hours ago when I was talking about Samoa Joe? He must be like back in time listening. Paul 3 wants you to turn the White Walls song into a $45 donation. Okay. Done. Why is he gonna donate for it? You know, I'll do it. He's Paul. He's got white walls. Then he could have some grounds to sue. He's been looking for a reason to sue. So this is just all a setup. This is like when Heist Man was trying to get Drew to say the N-word so he could just clip him and like go after him, which he did do, by the way. Right? So just saying, I saw that coming a mile away. Go ahead. Yo, yeah, Drew, go ahead, say it. It's good. It's all good. And then Drew says it like 6 times. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I've got this is devastating stuff that we have on him. If he ever did anything to anybody, like, it would be like, yeah, check this out. You know? Can you imagine that? if like Drew ever got in a fight with Heist or somebody, and they were like, oh yeah, want to see what Drew's like? Watch this. Done. You know, that's scary. That's why I was like, nope, don't do it. Don't listen to him. He's blackmailing your ass. He literally is blackmailing you. Oh my God. I'll do the bullfrog one. I'll do the bullfrog one. You want to do that one? I will do that. I'll do that one right now. I'll do it if you do it right now. I'll do it. It's time to play with your grundle. But yeah, Alexa Bliss
Shit bomb!
This isn't good.
You become
If you're Alexa Bliss fan,
a shit bomb.
she's donezo.
We can be fire, we can be flame.
Even in the cold and rain. It's an amazing song, Bret the Hitman Hart. Rest in peace to Chicky Steez, man. Oh yeah, that's it. No. That's not. Listen, I don't think he really would do it though. I was kidding, kind of, but I was like, I don't know, man. Like, you ever piss that guy off? You know, he's nudging you over there for some reason. I'm just kidding though. Obviously, I guess you got to say that now. Rose Montana, what's up, RM? Real man. What up, Turpa? How are you, man? I know my kids have been waiting for me for a little bit, but this shit just came out. I'll be live tonight after Raw, as always. Yeah, Jake's still in the hospital. Actually, let me see what he said last to me. People always need the Jake update. He said, I said, did you see what happened on WWE, or have you been too busy? So I asked him, Stabbing Westward has a new single out. Oh, shit. Uh-oh, guys. You know me and Stabbing Westward. Oh, shit. New Stabbing Westward single. Holy fuck. Sounds right up my alley. I Am Nothing. Sounds right up my alley. Fuck yeah, let's go. Let's go. Jake says, no, I was sent to Hartford Hospital today, seeing a specialist tomorrow. Jesus. That's not good. So, Jake is not in good shape. And I'm waiting to hear what he heard today. And I don't know. I don't know what he heard today because he sent me that early in the morning. So, fuck. Oh, there's already a sample for the song? Holy fuck, I can buy Stabbing Westward on Amazon Music. Oh, shit. I'm a dork. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, we got new music. I'll probably get in trouble for that. All right, I'm pumped up. Stabbing Westward. All right, I'm out. I'm going to listen. But no, shout out to everybody who went to the Metro. They had the Cold Waves show at the Metro the other night in Chicago. Sure, that was fun. Wish I could have. Wish I could be going to concerts. Garbage was here recently, and I wanted to see Garbage and Alanis Morissette, but that would have been weird. I think the last couple shows I'd been to were like metal, that were at like Gillette Stadium. They were like metal shows, like death metal and metal. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm going tonight to see Garbage and Alanis Morissette. You know. If I had it my way, I would have like this variety of people, like even back in the day when they had like Pantera, Korn, Morbid Angel, and Soulfly. Like I was always like, like mix it up a little bit. Like, wouldn't it be fun if it'd be really fun if it was like Diecast, Garbage, Alanis Morissette, and then Metallica, right? Like that'd be a fucking banger of a show, right? Or like Nothing Face, Diecast, Bjork, Tool, and then 9 Inch Nails. Like, just give me the fucking variety show. That's what I'm looking for. Give me Gravity Kills, KMFDM, right? And then Gary Newman, and then Eminem. Eminem comes on. Give me Typo Negative, and then give me Slayer. Give me Typo Negative, Slayer, and then Britney Spears. Like, let's go. Like, give me the variety show that no one expects. Give me Slayer, Miley Cyrus, Sepultura, and Cold Chamber. Like, I just want just the most fucked up show ever. That's what I want. That's never going to happen, but that's what I want. I want that to happen. I want to see this. I want fucking, well, we're never going to get DMX now, but I would have liked, give me DMX. Well, I guess for now, give me Dr. Dre, opens up, 10 songs, Dr. Dre. Then give me 9 Inch Nails after Dr. Dre. Then after that, give me 5 Eminem songs, and then after that, just close it out with Pink Floyd Reunion. Like, that's what I want. How can we make this happen? What planet can we make this happen on? Give me The Cure, and then give me Shadows Fall. Give me The Cure, Shadows Fall, Opeth, and then give me fucking Depeche Mode. That's what I want. Give me these shows that nobody would ever fucking see coming. Jake is actually texting me as we speak on the show. All right, I don't know if I can read this on the air. I'm assuming he knows that I can read this. WWE made me hate Balor. Only saw the ending. They want to remove my stomach and bypass it entirely by connecting my esophagus to my intestines. What fun. Doing a battery of tests first to avoid that. Jesus. CT scan, endoscopy, under anesthesia with special balloon to test the tightness of my stomach sleeve. Blood work, some tube up my nose, down my throat, and upper other shit. Oxygen is down from the pneumonia, still coughing up blood. Can't get infection under control yet. Motherfucker. Fuck me. So, what's next? Motherfucker. God damn it. Fuck. It's not the news I was looking for, but we'll see. Some other. Jake says hi, everybody. Fuck me. He's waiting to schedule these scans and tests. Okay, well, that's not what I wanted to hear. I won't. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, so that sucks. And yeah, Balor convulsing on the ground doesn't help any better. I'm sure Jake has heard he might have heard my rant about what I thought about that. We haven't gotten to speak yet. You know, I've been waiting to be able to talk to him, but he's in the hospital. Like, he's in, constant shit. He's hooked up like fucking Neo in the goddamn Matrix right now. So he really can't talk too much about anything, obviously. So, yeah, that sucks. But hopefully they'll have better news or good news or some kind of update once they look at everything. And Paul 3 will show up and have sex with you at the hospital, he says, if he's listening. So that's good. You could have Paul 3 show up and physically, sexually assault you at the hospital, Jake. So that's the one good thing that comes from Paul. But yeah, what a crazy, there's new stabbing westward, so that's cool. Going back to that. A little uppity thing there. AEW Rampage viewership and the key demo rating for the 2-hour Grand Slam episode. We have the rating, and in my opinion, it's not so good because, it's actually down.
Shit bomb!
Wow, it's down.
You become a shit bomb.
I'll give Jake a quick one to feel better.
Oh, Brett the Hitman Hart, thank you, man. I bet you Jake will love it. He'll probably love what you do to him sexually. I think he will. I'll talk to him about it. We'll see. Brett the Hitman Hart, I love you, brother. Part of me would, here's the other thing that sucks. Part of me almost wants to drive down there and give Jake a little pick-me-up. I'll show him my prick. But I'd be worried with, like, COVID stuff. Like, I could pass something on to somebody at some, I could, don't want to give him that. 640,000 people. I mean, bro, Grand Slam night number 1, what did they do? 1.2 million, right? 1,200,000 people night 1 on Dynamite for Grand Slam night 1. Rampage retained none of that. 0, guys. That's crazy. The week before's Rampage did better. The Rampage the week before did better than the Grand Slam Rampage. That tells us and you and almost everybody that all the advertising, all the second night, the 2-parter, the cliffhanger, the idea of anything can happen, the booking, the crossover, the promoting, none of it did a goddamn thing. That's what that tells you. Almost none of it did a goddamn thing. Wow. That is wicked telling. I mean, that's bad. I'm writing bad on my thing. That is, I am shocked by that rating, and that has been confirmed by several people. I had heard it earlier, and I didn't even believe it. I heard it earlier, and I went, I'm going to wait till official sources start putting that out there. I saw the numbers on the TV Tracks thing, which is 85% right. Oh my God, bro, that is really the fucking rating. And by the way, again, this is still the rating kind of that the TV network is looking for. This is still a rating that they are looking for over. They're looking for around 600,000 to 500,000 or more. That's what they're looking for. They're getting it. But I mean, dude, when you tell 1,200,000 people, and by the end of the week, more people watch. So when you tell about 1.5 million people that Friday this continues, and the week before's show that was 1 hour does better, what the hell? This is a death spot for but again, it's still, they're successful. So it's like, it's one of those things, guys, right? Like, it's like, okay, this is a death spot. It's never going to do well. It's just never going to do that well on Friday, but we say it's never doing well, but the network loves it. So that's where we need to check ourselves. It's like, it's weird. It's like, okay, listen. The network likes what they're doing. They're accomplishing the goal of the network and doing better than the goal of the network. But they obviously did this to be like, let's hey, the network loves us right now. The network thinks we're great at 600,000 viewers, sometimes 700,000. Bro, let's book this mega show and let's put the fucking pedal to the metal and let's blow this shit. Let's show this network that we can drop a 800 or 900K. Let's show this network we can approach 1 million on a Friday night in the death spot that used to do 300 and 400,000 people. We're going to show them that not only do we do 600,000 sometimes, but we're going to pop an 800K. We're going to pop 800,000 to 900,000 people, and we're going to drive commercial revenue. They're going to explode when we do this. That's what I envision them saying. That's what I'd be saying. And then you do it, you execute it perfectly, I think. They executed as well as they could for the most part. And holy shit, you do worse than the week before. But Dynamite was up. So you advertised your Friday show to more people. So you're expecting, well, we'll do better than next week. So as long as we hit, even if they hit 680, you did better than last week. If you hit 750, you did 100,000 more. That's big. The network's gonna cream over that. They're gonna love it. Oh, we did as good, slightly worse than last week. Yikes. Yikes if you sent someone in the meeting to say, hey guys, we know you love us for hitting 600,000. What if I told you I know we're going to hit 800,000 this Friday because of what we're doing? You know, anybody that did that, oof. Because I would have done it. I was completely confident. I said it myself. 720,000 people. That's what I thought. I thought they were going to hit 720, which would have been up 80,000. They had reason to believe they would have been up more than that. But no. Holy shit. That's just, I don't know. It's like, it's weird. It's like, it's disappointing kind of, but it's also not. It's like, okay, well, they're still doing, that's just it. That's just what they're going to do. And, aside like CM Punk saying he's going to have a live sex celebration with Roman Reigns, who's leaving the WWE, and Bray Wyatt is going to come out of a pumpkin or something. Aside from doing those things and having John Cena show up in AEW or something like that, yeah, I don't think you're going to get much higher than that on Rampage now at this point. That's just a death time slot. Which is weird because I used to think that about Monetize This. I used to say like, oh, we're kind of at a bad time, But we're not, because we're at a time when people are still getting home from work late. People are getting home from the bars late. People didn't have anything to do when other people did, so they're bored and they're lonely. So Monetize This hits on all these levels of people that are home at some point between 11 and 3 or 4 a.m., whether it's a Saturday or a Friday. But, Wednesday nights, it was much smaller of a show because, people had work early in the morning. So that worked out for me, but, 10 o'clock on a Friday. But I would have thought, so I thought AEW was going to do better because 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock till midnight, they'll pick up some traffic late. Well, that was, damn. That didn't work out. So Rampage is going to stay on Fridays on TNT. And Dynamite will move to TBS due to the NBA conflict. So I think AEW did their job. They were able to ramp up the ratings on TNT. Some of that will linger for a while. They'll leave TNT on Wednesdays, but now they'll potentially help out TBS a little bit, right? Now TBS, I think they'll really help TBS, right? Because TBS is, at one point TBS was bigger than TNT for a second, right? But hasn't TBS moved into the more of the lower level category? Isn't TBS, like TNT does better than TBS now? And I know TNT was always the bigger station, right? But for a while, TBS was a big entity because they had such great shows on it that it actually got bigger than TNT, I believe. I don't know. Not 100%, but could be. Breaking news from WWE. We got more rolling in. It just gets even more insane. Check this out. Breaking news, Royal Rumble is headed to the Dome at America's Center in St. Louis Saturday. Speaking of St. Louis, how about the fucking St. Louis Cardinals baseball team? What the fuck kind of steroid crack are they on? Saturday, January 29th, 2022. This is right around the corner. The Royal Rumble is headed to the Dome. So St. Louis will host the 2022 Royal Rumble this January. Talk about late. You know? Pretty big news for St. Louis peeps. Pretty big craziness there, man. So, wow. That's huge. A lot of people sending love to Jake. Thank you for doing that, man. Hit Jake up. I'm sure he'll talk to you guys about that. I really have been on way too long here. I've been streaming now for 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's been insane. Appreciate everybody who's been hanging out with me. Hit that like button if you can. I got a brand new donation, 55-1. If you guys like that, feel free to use it tonight on Raw Review or some other time. Support the show. Jimmy Joyce, I DM'd you that. Thank you, Jimmy. Actually, Jimmy, your DM is what got me to find it. Shout out to Jimmy Joyce, man. A couple people actually did send it to me, so shout out to everybody who sent me that. But Jimmy Joyce is the first one I happened to see. I see one from John and Matt as well. I think Joe Compton might have sent it too. I'm not sure if Compton did. No, Joe Compton sent me something else, but but thank you guys for hitting me up and letting me know about it. So this man, that was the real rating. I thought maybe something was wrong. A lot of people hit me up about maybe, Bray Wyatt is going back to WWE. It was weird that he put that tweet out the other night and then the red light happened and it made you think, wait a minute, who's showing up? What is this? So I almost wonder if he put that out because Finn Balor reached out to him and said, hey, we're doing this thing tonight. You could pretend like you're coming back. Why would he want to hype up WWE, though, and help them? You know what I mean? If he wasn't a part of it, it's seemingly what he did. Bray Wyatt literally went on Twitter prior to the pay-per-view last night and said, made his name WWE, and then put out little hints of oh, WWE, I love it. And then last night when the lights flickered, people were like, is that Bray? So it made a lot of people think that for some reason the Fiend was returning last night. Why would he go and do that other than to troll the WWE? Why? Why though? So that's something you would do if you were coming back, but you wanted to mess with people. But if you were leaving and going somewhere else, why would you want to draw attention to make people go, oh shit, I'm going to go watch WWE. That might be Bray coming back. So I don't understand that. Sith Negan says, Damian Priest is a top pick to win the Rumble, he believes. Yeah, somebody from Raw, I guess, would be maybe more likely because Raw has trouble finding anybody to face someone, so the reason being they want a Rumble makes sense because, I don't know. But then SmackDown would have to be bringing in a big name. I don't know. You Could Be Happy? What song is that? I don't know that song. You're talking about mine? Sith Negan says, for the record, Tony Khan adding a TBS title to the... By the way, Sith Negan, the largest ever donator on Twitch TV. The man who set the record for $7,500 in a month. The top ever patron setting the record for the top ever patronship in amount and amount of months as well, Sith Negan. We got to come up with some big title for him with all these things. A bunch of the most this, the most that, the one who did this, the one who did that, the Lord and Emperor himself, something like that. We got to come up with some hype like that. There's not enough full-time contracted women for a second belt. Facts. I mean, that's what I believe. There's not enough fucking tag teams either for 2 tag team titles. For the record, Tony Khan adding a TBS title to the women's division is absolutely ridiculous. There's not enough full-time contracted women to hold that belt. I agree. Unless you're basically doing a brand split, in a way. Without doing the brand split, you're doing a brand split. There's not enough women. Now, if they're adding a tag team situation, that's different. But there's not enough, to do, no doubt about it. There's not enough to do a whole thing. There just isn't. TBS doesn't have Cronin anymore. Hit that like button and stick the thumb up my bum if you can, by the way. And it does look like you guys have settled on The Undertaker being the GIF. So there's the poll. Over 135 of you guys voted. And it looks like people chose the Undertaker gif over everything else. Much understood. You know what I mean? Exactly. But, you know, it is. Huh. I don't know. Oh, I saw the other day when I posted, the one last thing I wanted to mention is I did post this on Twitter the other day. I saw that I guess at one point TNT did lose their minds over AEW. This is a big-time rumor. I don't know anything to this. All I've heard so far is how TNT just loves AEW, and they've surpassed everything. They love it, blah, blah, blah. But the Squared Circle Entertainment shared a post the other day about TNT threatened to pull AEW Dynamite if they smoked on the show again. So they were furious that there was smoking on the show. So, but this is ringside news and whatever else. And so I wouldn't be surprised that someone didn't say, don't ever have fucking smoking on the show again. Like, you're done if you do that. Don't do that. But wow, can you imagine them pulling the show over smoking when they've said they loved it so much? Like, that's just weird. If that's real. I don't know. Will they pull the show for good, or will they pull that episode? I don't know. I don't know what that means. I thought TBS and TNT were probably in it with the big tobacco companies. I'm surprised to hear they're not. You would think it would go the other way. Like, they would be like, no. I mean, what is there? I don't know the big story behind that. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. You know, at the same time. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. I stayed on way longer. I did a big show here. Like, this is way bigger than I expected to do. I guess I'm gonna peek on out of here. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Turpa. The one that I did the other day that I uploaded, it was supposed to be funny, like where I like cry and stuff. Yeah. I was gonna wait to put that out when I could like make a joke about it more. I wanted people to laugh about it. I think most people just thought it was real, so I was like, oh, people just thought it was real. So when the joke is so good, it's real. I mean, I don't know. Didn't work out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Available on Patreon. You guys can download the altered version of the Police. I believe they were the fantastic, funny Police. I believe the San Francisco Police showed up. That's what I believe. Here it is.
Dude, I don't need you to tell me learn how. The fuck, man? Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Yeah.
Are you Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
Why are you here?
somebody called me to check on you, see if you're okay. Why are you here?
I'm fine.
Okay. Why are you upset with me?
Because you're bothering me. I didn't call. I'm fine.
Well, I'm not bothering you. I was just calling to check on you to see if you're fine. If you're fine, I'll leave.
You need to tell these trolls to stop sending the police to my house.
Oh, yeah? Well, why don't you just turn off your internet? I'm just trying to see if you're fine.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
All right,
I'm fine.
All right. Well, you know something? You are fine.
Yes, I'm fine.
Fucking right, you're fine.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Hit the music.
Where does WWE
what's up,
go with
Bullfrog?
Balor now?
We were sent
Maybe
here
a
to
heel
arrest
run?
you.
Fuck, man.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. And fuck you.
You know, I don't fucking need this fucking bullshit.
That music kills me. Robbie Hyde dropped a late dono here. Let me just read this because I missed it. Where does WWE go with Balor now? Maybe a heel run, heel demon Balor? No, see, I don't think so. I think you go with face Balor, who has this demon mode thing that the kids are gonna love. I said this earlier in the stream. If you guys missed it, Robbie Hyde, I love you. Thank you. Real quick, go back and listen to the stream. I talked about all of it. But the bottom line is Finn Balor could be that when he goes demon mode, he can't climb to the top rope because his demon's too heavy. So the rope will break every time. So Finn Balor cannot execute his finishing move. So he can only go he can only go demon mode during the match for a few, but he can't keep demon mode going to hit his finisher. So that's a way to make him weaker, and not just invincible, because otherwise it's invincible. But we saw the other day that when he went, demon mode, he failed at the end, which again is weird. Did Hulk Hogan ever fail hulking up for the first 6 years he did it? No. So it's just very strange. But no, I think he goes face and he does this demon mode thing, and I think the kids will love it. I think some of the adults will love it too, to be honest. So that's what I think, Robbie Hyde. So no, I think it's keep him face, and he's got this new gimmick of demon mode. But I just don't get why you debut demon mode with him losing. They should have had him go demon mode on Raw, and then he could have gone demon mode at the pay-per-view. And then the rope could have broken, and he could have realized that, I can't do that. So now going forward, he still has to come out of demon mode in order to hit his finishing maneuver on an opponent. I don't know. That's my guess. That's my theory. That's my suggestion. It's fucking goofy, no matter how you whatever. But I still think it's pretty good. I'm not sure. I do have. I have it, Paul 3. I do have the video. It's just there's nothing in it. There's nothing to do. There's no reason to see it. There's just a shot of a wall. There's nothing. So the audio is just as good. That's the thing. Extreme Rules put everybody to sleep. No doubt about it.
Where were you when I needed you the most? Where were you? Oh, yeah?
So there you go, man. There it is. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, and thanks for jumping on Patreon. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Hopefully got some news popping up on there soon. The next couple days or so. I don't know. We'll see. Hope you guys enjoy that. And have a good day. I'll see you tonight for the Monday Night Raw review tonight. I'm really going this time.
Looks like my little lass needs a shaving.
Goodbye. If you guys like the stream, hit the like button if you can. And if you're new, you better sub or you're going to miss all my shit. And if you're a patron, you won't miss the alerts that I'm live.
Looks like my little lass needs a shaving.
Blech. Blech. Blech.
Oh, yeah?
Big dick energy.
I'm gonna kill you! I did. I gave it to Debe.
It was a big, huge sausage fest. I had to hop in.
Like that ass pussy.
I'm coming for you.
Hey Joe, it's gonna be a Febreze.
Die, you fat asshole!
You shoot me?
Joe, I swear to God, if you don't stop, I will shoot you, Joe Cronin.
Well, I mean, that's some incredible shit right there.
It was a big, huge sausage fest. I had to hop in.
This is the most mature audiences only shit you've ever heard. Period. from Boston. Broadcasting all over the world. Send the soy boys home. 'Cause we ain't gonna sugarcoat shit. Drop down, let me give it to you. This is the Joe Cronin Show. Now.
Joe, it's gonna be a Febreze.